Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Day 9 of training camp is in the books for the New England Patriots. Rookie edge rusher Gabe Yakis's ramp-up continued today. The second-round pick saw more snaps in team drills working with the second unit. Other Patriots news, they claimed wide receiver Tawan Palmer off waivers from Arizona. They released rookie tight end Jeremiah Franklin. Up
98.5 The Sports Hub. Welcome in. I'm Joe Murray. Happy Tuesday to everybody here. We're back. We're at night, and the Red Sox are back in action. And everything is all right. Your thoughts on everything. Anything, Red Sox, trades, the second half, how they've played after trade deadlines over the last couple of years. What do you think the projected playoff lineup could be? What's the status with Roman Anthony? What's the status with Garrett Crochet? A lot going on with the Red Sox, and it's all on the table for you. Also, the Patriots play a week from Thursday. Am I not mistaken? I don't want to remind Kevin Majore as he's leaving today. I want you to leave on a good note, not on a happy note. I will tell you that there is news today on David Pastrnak and his rankings, so that will make you happy. We, one of the best in the league. Cool, yeah. But there's a lot out there today, and whatever you want to talk about, there's QB rankings as well. Where does Drake May rank in the latest athletic tiers? We will have that on the show for you as well, and whatever you'd like at 617-779-0985. That's the phone number. Last night we were loaded. We had one of our most viewed shows on YouTube last night, and hey, maybe it was just, I don't know, the talent of the show that we had, Skaz. I don't know, but could have been the trade deadline as well. But you can join us on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com, search 98.5 The Sports Hub, and boom. And people are ready to go already. I see Warren in there. I see Brian Griffin. I see Jack in there. OMG, I've never seen you before. Hello. Brandon is in there. Sir Droids, Excalibur. New people, join us in the chat. You can read everything that's in there, and everyone's happy to hear from us. And again, the phone number, if you want to call in, 617-779-0985. A couple of hot takes off the bat. And yes, they're hot. And they're right off the presser, and really, quite frankly, there's nothing to really be surprised about here with this take. But when you think about the Red Sox and what happened yesterday, they no longer are building from within, and the era is over. No more will I hear about Kyle Teal, the catcher, anymore. I won't hear about Tristan Cassis. I won't hear about who else. Give me somebody else. Marcelo Meyer anymore. Or how about Christian Campbell anymore, right? Stop telling me about your prospects because you wanted to build within for years. For years, you thought, the Red Sox thought they could build it with Roman Anthony and other guys, and quite frankly, they couldn't. Now, a lot of these guys were drafted by either Dombrowski in the past or the Chaim Bloom era. See you later. Everyone's gone from that era. And now it's the Craig Breslow era. But the whole looking at the youth as potentially taking over, I think it bit the Red Sox in the ass. And I think they learned hard and they learned quick. Hey, this isn't an easy town to be young and have expectations. It's not easy. When you think back to young players in this town, they were surrounded by stars, right? I'll give you a couple of names. Jacoby Ellsbury was surrounded by guys. Xander Bogaerts was surrounded by guys. Mookie Betts was surrounded by guys. That's how they came up. That's how they performed. There was always other guys that could plug in and play as well. Will Middlebrooks was one of them, eventually replaced by Xander. Like, when you really look at it, they always had guys in place where if they needed to call somebody up, they could play. You could bat them 8th or 9th, and they could work. When if it was a pitcher, you could put them at the end of the rotation because they had other guys. This group tried to build from within. They believed in too many of the young guys, and that era is now over. And I'm glad. Because maybe it did take a winning streak with a bunch of guys who could just play. Maybe they are 4A guys. Sometimes I told you, I've joked about it and I'm being funny. And if they were on the show, I'd laugh with them about it, and I hope they'd laugh too. But sometimes I can't tell the difference between Siegler and Sogard and Eaton and any of those guys. To me, they're all the same guy, but you know what? To me, they're guys who bust their ass every night. They're guys who know how to play. They're guys who are well managed and, quite frankly, give it everything they have. And that's what they've needed. That's what this team has needed. They needed guys to row in the same direction. And it's working now. And I'm not going to speculate on guys who weren't. But yesterday was symbolism. It was symbolism of the organization picking a direction. It was symbolism of the organization moving on from an era. And it was symbolism when they traded Marcelo Meyer to the Giants for a relief pitcher. It might have been symbolism for the Baltimore Orioles as well, moving on from their former number 1 overall pick. And this was a take that I remember people coming back at me about, and I keep receipts. I should do the receipts segment later on in the show today. But I remember saying, oh, yeah, Pete Alonso going to Baltimore. Yep, just with all those young guys who've never worked out. I got criticized for that. And you know what? I was right. They've had young players for years, right? They had Rushman. They've had Gunnar Henderson. They've had Jackson Holiday. They've had a number of those guys, and it hasn't worked out. It just hasn't. And, you know, when you think about the Red Sox, it's hard to win from within. Or have young players play without stars. Roman Anthony's been injured since May. He's now hitting off soft toss. Marcelo Meyer, right? Was traded for a reliever. Kyle Teal, yeah, he was in the Garrett Crochet trade. Are we going to see him tonight? He's batting 190. And Christian Campbell, although he's getting hot, he's in AAA. The one guy that you have hopes for was Roman Anthony. And, you know, I don't know if we'll see him again this year. But I know that they're moving on from guys from him. All right, Marcelo Meyer's gone. Roman Anthony got, Romy Gonzalez got sent down today. Like, the Roman Anthony crew has been broken up. But that Big Four era, see you later. Teal, Meyer, Campbell's in the minors. And are we actually going to see Roman Anthony at some point? The build from within era doesn't work in Boston. It doesn't work here. You're not a small market team, although you want to be. And I know that the owner, Tom Warner came out recently and talked about we're not going to hit that many home runs. That's what you used to be. I like your identity now. You found it, but you didn't plan this. And do I like the trade deadline? Yes. Do I think Rutschman is a risk? I do. But you know what? They went for it. They picked a direction. And when you're a big market team, you give up prospects. And you know what? The Red Sox have been consistent on one thing and one thing only. They don't care about the young guys anymore. They used to. Craig Breslow's had balls. He's moved. Last year, they traded Devers, right? Last year, they did that. They signed and let go of Alex Bregman. They fired Alex Cora. They traded Marcelo Meyer. Craig Breslow's been empowered. They're going in a different organization, a different direction in the organization. And you know what? All those young guys, they still got a couple of their own. Arias is still here. We'll see what Campbell is. Roman Anthony's still here. There's other guys. Mikey Romero and others. But 5 out of 6 first-round picks gone? Oh. They settled business. And they made a decision. They've made a decision. But I wanted to bring this up quickly. Or I can do it on the other side. I just went on fire for a little bit. All those young guys, the Big Four, I don't care anymore. Still want Roman Anthony to work out, but the jury is still out. It's still out. But I want to get into some of the moves that they've made, what they have coming up, their upcoming schedule. I think the Sox have a chance to keep this winning streak rolling. They get the White Sox tonight, and I do want to give you my playoff lineup. Joe Murray's Red Sox projected playoff lineup. I'll send that to you, intern Derek, so you can make a nice graphic of it, because this is what I think it's going to be when the Red Sox do eventually make the playoffs. We'll have that and more coming up. Again, I didn't get to do it last night because I wanted Skaz to get in on this, but Ceddanne Rafaela's MVP case. We'll do that. There's tons of Patriot stuff as well. Where does Drake May end up? And a whole lot more as we'll take a break right now. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. More Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Hey, kind of winning a deal, maybe upgrading the team in the position that you needed to with the opportunity that you had in front of you.
Yeah, don't make that a graphic tonight, though, Derek. Just write F them kids. Because that's what's happened. That's what happened. Yesterday they said F them kids. And you know what? The New York Knicks did too, I believe, right? With all those picks that they had. So maybe that is the way. Maybe it is the way. I mentioned the big four. We know the big four. The four horsemen that the Red Sox were pumping up for years. Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer, Kyle Teal's the next big catcher, and Christian Campbell, right? All four of them have made the big leagues. All four of them. How they doing right now? How they doing? Real quick, I have made my starting 9 of prospects, guys. I might be short one player, but let me go over some of this list. And again, you guys can call in at 617-779-0985. I'll give you the pitchers that have been traded. Kyson Witherspoon, obviously, to the Orioles yesterday. They've traded away Kyle Harrison. I guess he wasn't really one of their prospects. I'm thinking of some other prospects that they had. Well, Hunter Dobbins probably wasn't a prospect. How about Brandon Clark? Kyson Witherspoon. I'm trying to think of some others. So there's just some pitchers. So if I went around the diamond, Kyle Teal, catcher. Tristan Casas, first base. Nick York, remember him? Nick York traded to the Pirates. Marcelo Meyer at short. Mikey Romero, first-round pick, still there. Still there. Your outfield, left to right. Christian Campbell, still there. I have Montgomery, who's on the White Sox, was in the Crochet trade. Braden Montgomery in right. Now, Chase Meadroth, I didn't know where to put him, so I stuck him in center field. So that's where he is right now. But you could literally fill a diamond of the prospects that they at least have pumped up. They have pitchers that they could have, pitchers, tons of them. They have guys in the minors. I wanted to look this up because Breslow has received pitchers. I think he's pretty good at acquiring pitching. Sonny Gray's been good. Jake Bennett's been good. Oviedo, incomplete. Crochet, good. Quinn Priester was good. Kyle Harrison. Dustin May. James Paxton was good. But these are the guys they traded away. Chris Sale, Harrison, Priester, Connolly Early, Shane Drohan, Hunter Dobbins. Some guys are still in the minors, right? Brandon Clark, Kyson Witherspoon. I'm just giving you some of the other names here, but, David Sandlin, I guess, is with the White Sox if you want to look at it. But these guys were all prospects. Who cares? They're gone. The team's better. I don't care about any of them. I don't care about any of those prospects. I'll get into Marcelo Meyer later. But if anything, he let me down. He let you down. He let us down in the organization down. So there you go. There's my prospects. Once you started selling prospects to us all, we knew you didn't want to spend money anymore. That's what it was about. Maybe something's changed. Again, at the deadline, did they go after a guy that makes just under $10 million a year and has an arbitration-eligible season and they can make a decision if he wants to be here long-term? Absolutely. I give him credit for that. But they could have gone after, I don't know, Marte or other shortstops, whatever. But I'm glad they did. I'm glad they stayed aggressive. I like what they did personally. I mean, Rutschman statistically has been a top 10 catcher, whether it's behind the plate or at the dish. 3-time All-Star. They added an outfielder that can help. They added a bullpen guy. I think these are moves you make at the deadline, and they're important. We'll get into the Marcelo Meyer stuff in a little bit. But Breslow moved on. It sent a message. The Sox have struggled after the trade deadline the last couple of years. Last year, they were pretty good, but the years before, they had really bad Augusts. But I wanted to go over their upcoming schedule. They have 3 games versus the White Sox. There you have a lead right now. 3 versus the A's, win. 4 versus the Blue Jays, at the Blue Jays. 3 at the Pirates. Oh my God, those are 3 out of 4 series you have a chance to win. You play the D-backs, the Giants, and Marlins. Like, you can keep this thing going. But outside of last year, they've struggled in August, but looks like right now, 1-0 lead, bases loaded. Before I give you my lineup for the playoffs, Skaz, I wanted to bring you in, sir. I like F them kids. I like that they made a decision and a choice that they could no longer build from within. I think they might, maybe this is something they realize they might have to spend a little bit more and use those picks at sometimes to acquire cheap talent that you like and then maybe extend them. But I gave you that diamond of lists, guys. Cassis, York, Meyer, Teal, Montgomery, Meadroth, Campbell. Like, think about it. Who cares about the prospects anymore? Thoughts?
Yeah, Joe, I'm all in on the Red Sox right now. How could you not be? I want them to add major league talent. It's something fans have been begging them to do, and they finally did it. And people are, I think there's a little bit of an overreaction to the reaction. They overpaid. I have no issue with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
Admit, you know how like some people won't admit it though.
Yes, I'm
admitting. You're admitting.
Happily.
It's okay.
I would happily overpay.
Are they better? Yes.
I would like to go to our friend Michael Hurley's Twitter, Joe. He did this. Derek put this in our Slack. He tweeted the Red Sox top 12 prospects in 2023, 2020, and 2017. In 2023, it was Marcelo Meyer, Tristan Cassis, Ceddanne Rafaela, Miguel Blaise, and Mikey Romero. 1 out of 5, you'd say?
Yep. Ramiro's still here, but I mean, with I don't know, the Durbinator hitting a grand slam and continuing his hot streak.
All he had to do
where's Mikey Romero going?
Come on down to Waltham. I mean, and then 2020, Jeter Downs, Tristan Cassis, Bobby Dahlbeck, Brian Matta, Gilberto Jimenez. 0 for 5.
Woof.
Yeah, woof. So, like, these guys are lottery tickets, and I also think there is something to Breslow's identifying pitching, starting pitching, and bullpen pitching. And I do wonder if not just the Red Sox, but in general, starting pitching prospects are not worth what they once were in Major League Baseball, because starting pitchers are not worth what they once were in Major League Baseball unless your name is Tarek Skubal or, Paul Skeens, Jacob Mizrowski. But those guys aren't – I don't expect any of these guys to be those guys. And now Jarren Duran's hitting home runs. I mean, everything is coming up Sox, Joe.
Jeez, I wish I hit one of those on that home run boost on DraftKings tonight. The one that I did choose, Skaz, I might as well give it out as my Bally's pick of the night is Andrew Monasterio to go deep. Did we just get another back-to-back? Back-to-back like Jordan 96-97?
That would be back-to-back. Whoa.
Oh! All the boomers have no clue what we're talking about. Oh, the Wally head. Is Jarren Duran homered in back-to-back games now? Yes, we're spoiling what's going on in the game. They are destroying the White Sox right now. Tell me this isn't a message. Tell me they're not happy with what happened at the deadline. Tell me they're not happy and feel empowered. Speaking of power, Durban Grand Slam. Duran follows it up with a home run. Back to back. Wow. This is how they're starting the post-trade deadline, which I've said in the past. Last year, they had a good year. The years before, they struggled. Monasterio ends the inning, of course. The guy that I picked. Or did he? He beat it out. Never mind. He got a hit. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I forget what I was saying. All those drafts, though, sound like whiffs to me, Skaz. I know, they still have Arias. Like, they still have Roman Anthony. They still have guys. In a way, like, I watched so much of The Godfather lately, I can't get it out of my head.
You're watching The Godfather 3, Joe.
Listen, The Godfather 3 should have never happened. Is it a bad movie? No. But compared to 1 and 2, it's not even like, I can't even believe the director directed it. That's a story for another day. But I didn't need to know how Michael Corleone died. I didn't need to know about his kids or his bastard nephew. I didn't need any of that. What I need to remember is when Michael took over, he settled all family business. And Craig Breslow, he settled family business all right. 5 out of the 6 Capos whacked. That's first round draft picks, everybody. 5 out of 6. Mikey Romero's on watch right now. He's crapping his pants in Worcester. But I told you, I can't say this enough. Maybe I should should I give John Henry the credit? Or do I just keep it to Breslow? What? I don't know. You tell me, everybody. Did John Henry trade Devers or did Breslow trade Devers? Did John Henry fire Alex Cora or was it Breslow who fired Cora?
I'll give John Henry credit if he pays Adley Rutschman and they sign an actual big bat in the offseason.
Don't you think this is going to be a question? Guys, they haven't gone to the playoffs yet. They haven't made it yet. They haven't played a game yet.
They're going to the World Series,
none
Joe.
of that's happened yet. And you're right. There are things with the group itself that you can question them or doubt them because of the things they've done in the past. But isn't the conversation today about building from within no longer works and they've moved on from the era? Well, doesn't that mean that ownership has to move on from trying to build the guys and pay the guys? I don't know. Maybe you pay some of the guys, they play well. Hey, Ceddanne Raphael is doing pretty well. Hey, he got an extension, huh? But yet when you gave it to Campbell or you gave it to Marcel or Roman Anthony, it's been different. I don't know. Like maybe Wilyer Abreu deserves an extension at this point, right? I mean, they probably won the Narvaez one. That he thought he was getting an extension. They settled business with all their young players. They're going to the new era. To Skaz's point, you'll believe it when they do sign these guys long-term and in the offseason spend money on a big shortstop or bat or something to that degree, something they haven't done in the last couple of years. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. We got Warren in Revere. Warren. Hey, your smoke alarm's going off. Right? That was a smoke alarm, right?
I would think so. That was horrible.
Because it wasn't a truck backing up. That would have been a little bit different.
One hell of a truck, yeah.
Who we got here? Eric in Texas. Hello, sir.
Hey, Joe. Thanks for taking the call. You're always great in the evenings. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
I'll hit you with 3 things. First off, in the old days with the Sox, they would trade their prospects for high-end talent, and then when their prospects came of age at somebody else's expense, when they became free agents, they would sign them. And that was kind of a smart move. You just kind of drafted well, you traded them when they were still had potential, and then when you needed them 5 years later, you just signed them in the off season. So we'll see what happens with some of the ones they've traded. kind of like me, you have to sell high. I have to sell high when I ask somebody out on a date. When you're 5'8", 165, and you're really not pretty, you gotta wine and dine more. And right now the Sox are a little bit in that wine and dine mode, but they're starting to look better each day. So, and the last thing I'll say is I think Breslow is more like consigliere. I think John Henry is still the guy pulling the strings, but he checks with Robert Duvall, and he gives his yes or no. That's my thought, and I'm sticking to it. You're a good man, and I'll listen to you on the other side.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Consigliere, huh? Skaz, would you be the consigliere of the night show?
Yeah, I've been called much worse than that, Joe, so why not?
No, I would say you're the consigliere of the night show.
I'm Mr. Corleone this.
Well, that's Frank Pantangeli, who was going to snitch on Michael Corleone. But then they brought his brother in from Naples, who couldn't speak any English, who had no clue why he was there. But once Frank saw him there, he goes, I don't know, I mean, they asked me for a deal, I take a deal, I was friends with his father in the olive oil business. Michael Corleone says this, and Michael Corleone says, I know. Watched so much of it lately. Why? Is it like a version of leave the gun, take the cannoli? Like the cannoli's the old guy? Like leave the kids? By the way, guys, tell me that some nights you can't tell apart Sogard, Eaton, Siegler, all that. Like they're just one guy. Durbin sometimes.
Yeah, they're one team, Joe. One mission.
Is Street Team Joe a buffer? Who would he be on the what's Derek?
I thought we lost Street Team Joe this weekend, That was a tough day on Saturday.
What would Derek be? If it was we were doing a have you seen The Godfather? Okay, good, thank you. That'd be a good play. I know that he's into theater, and I think that you could have one guy play old Don Vito. You could have a young guy play a younger Don Vito. You can have a young Michael. You can have an older Michael. You can have War Michael. You could have Apollonia Michael. I mean, you could who's Fredo? Who's Fredo? Nick is in Providence. Hi, Nick.
What's up, Joe? How's it going today?
I'm okay.
All right. Well, I think I have an answer to the question. Is it Breslow? Is it Henry? Kind of who's pulling the strings right now? And I gotta give some credit to a caller that I heard earlier today who was kind of trashing on the other GMs in the league that were having some type of feeling about this trade. And I think that those GMs that are saying that the Sox overpaid are the clones and the driveline guys and the analysts. And I think that Craig Breslow has been forced into that role thanks to Sam Kennedy. And so I think that this is a clear line that Craig Breslow is making the calls and taking the shots, and not Sam Kennedy and not John Henry, because nobody else in the industry likes it, and everybody else is a clone. And Sam Kennedy is the clone king. And I think Craig Breslow is finally trying to show what he's got, what he's made of, his philosophy. And I think that Craig Breslow is finally putting his nuts on the table to say, this is what we're going to do. This is the direction of the team. And it's working, and the players are buying in. He's a baseball guy at heart, at his core. So I think Breslow is finally doing the damn thing.
Yes. I like how you're saying that it's Breslow. You're clear cut on it. You've made your points. I am curious. Is it Breslow or is it Henry? I feel as you. But again, I think that the final guy it's like the final boss is John Henry. Thanks, Nick. Skaz, your thoughts?
Do you think they care how it's perceived?
It's funny, Skaz.
Because I think at times that was very important to them.
I was in the building today.
Of course, Ness and Joe.
I was in the building.
I got to be beaming over there. Vibes got to be high, Joe.
The vibes are very high.
Oh.
I'll say that.
Talk about sunshine day.
Oh, look. It's Tom Warner and John Henry are sitting together in the grandstands. Laughing. They were laughing together. They're beaming. Oh, my God. Go rewind that, please. We need a photo. Someone send me a photo of that.
And be my new lock screen.
At Joey Bear on Twitter. Send it to me. Oh, my God. That was right on cue, Skess. It was so on cue. Yes, I will say this in the building today. Someone made a mention to me. Again, I'm nobody. I sit in a cubicle until my job is sent. Hey, you can go in now. Okay, thank you. I heard somebody say, I don't care where they come from. Meaning the players. Doesn't care if they come from the minors, from another team, from Japan, from wherever. They don't care. So they no longer, I think, care where they come from, as long as they're on the team. That was at least the vibe I got today, Skaz. You're like Tyron Guerrero. Where the hell did he come from? For real, though, where did he come from? So that was the vibe I got. Was it doesn't matter if they're built from within or if they traded for them or whatever. They want good players. They want to be competitive again.
What a crazy concept, Joe. You have good players, you play good baseball.
But listen, I think it took the year to suck and then have the winning streak happen. Then at the deadline, it took a lot.
It's kind of been the problem with the Red Sox is they have to bottom out to rebound. They almost enjoy it. It's like a fetish of theirs. They have to hit the bottom, be humiliated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And
worst to first, baby.
I'm not comparing this to the Patriots. I'm going to put a pin in that for a second. But you're right. How many times have they been the laughing stock or the worst team in baseball, and the next year they win the championship? How many times has it happened? Twice? From worst to first? It sucks that that's the way it is. But the Patriots went from worst to first, right? Like, I think at some point Robert Kraft was like, we can't go back to that anymore. I hope that's where we're at. I hope the Celtics are on notice too. I heard there might have been a what's it called? An invite of one of the better players in the NBA walking around Boston today. Should I call Strega Dave? Does Strega Dave know what's going on?
Yeah, 5 years ago he knew what was going on, Joe.
Like later on, am I going to see outside Strega, Steph Curry, and Strega Dave? Am I going to get that later? This picture? Is that what am I going to get?
I wish I, was in a place I was, I don't know, a week or two ago when I didn't know who Strega Dave was, Joe. That was a better time in my life. A simpler time.
Well, hey, Skaz, we might have to go over there some night.
Oh, yeah, my apologies. Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Nick Verano, great guy, and, his mother's cutlets and all that. And don't forget, never mind. Joe's in the truck, Joe. Hey, Joe. Got to be ready, bro. Ralph and Cranston. Hello, sir.
Hey, guys. Yeah, Henry and Warner. Now, they were dodging assassins. Now, oh, look at me. I'm smiling. Yeah, we're real smart.
Literally.
Guys, we have a new slogan. In Breslow, we trust. This guy, somebody even said, I don't know what show it was on, well, Breslow had to make this move because he had to protect himself from being fired. Breslow may end up being the executive of the year. And I've backed this guy from day one. Everything seems to turn out well. I didn't like losing all these prospects. Number 2, 3. But the only thing I think about here, Joe, they have a terrible medical staff. I mean, they say things, like Meade, we've dodged a bullet. They signed so many players that are injured and then they don't play for a year. I hope they did their due diligence medically with this catcher because he was the best catcher in the American League. Everybody loved him. The last couple of years, they've gotten off him now. He's hurt a lot. I just hope they did their due diligence with this guy, and it's not their strong point. Is this guy have a serious problem? Is he injury prone or anything like that? I hope they did their due diligence. But you know what? This turned into something, guys, that, I think people that doubted Breslow should be saying, like Chad Finn. Maybe we judged him a little wrong because everything he's done has turned out well. Hopefully this one will too. And I've said it from day one. I mean, this guy has made, look at how many people, how many players, his guys are just coming through. I think it's phenomenal, And I've been a Breslow. I just have, when they were losing, I said, I just don't understand it. And you know what? You guys can attest to the fact this has been the weirdest season I think we've seen. They went from being the worst team, thinking they're going to unload everyone. Now look at them.
Ralph,
everybody, they're going to get to the World Series, or
Ralph, I had a chance to talk to Steve Buckley earlier, big historian, right? And I go, how many teams who don't have their ace or basically their star player, let's call it what it is, actually go on a run and do all that? And he was thinking about it like it's very uncommon. And this is this is a very unorthodox team right now.
Yes,
and
Joe, it's the weirdest season I've ever seen, and I'm Buckley's age, and we've seen so much baseball. But when you lose your best pitcher, this guy, everybody's making him Tony Cagliano. Everybody's making him Ted Williams, this Anthony. And, and I didn't like what they did when they got all those guys and signed them to all those contracts way before they had to. The only one so far that has really come through and already is worth the money is Sedan. That was a steal now. But they signed all these guys, did not have a lot of money to invest or to spend. But look at what we see. God bless it, because it turned into a really good year.
All right, man. I appreciate you, bud. Thank you so much for
Thanks,
calling.
Joe. Always a pleasure, buddy.
You too, bud. All right. Everything is turning up Red Sox right now. Those unders, though, they've been crushing lately. Just we might get crushed on that early on tonight. Anyways, thank you, Derek. If you want to, I shared it to at Joey Murr on Twitter. F them kids. F them. I don't care where they come from. Win. Be good and win. We'll hit the headline. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
So the Red Sox, they, started a game tonight after the trade deadline and having a day off, and you figured they'd just kind of work themselves back in. Nope. They lead 6-0 right now. Wilson Contreras, an RBI single. Caleb Durbin, a grand slam, followed by a Jarren Duran back. All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. I promised you something earlier. I'm going to give you Joe Murray's Red Sox playoff lineup. Yep, I am in the playoffs. The projected Joe Murray playoff lineup for the Red Sox. Leading off at designated hitter, Roman Anthony. Batting second in center field, Ceddanne Rafaela. Batting third, the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Batting fifth, behind the plate, Adley Rutschman. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Curtis Mead. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Caleb Durbin. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Franklin Arias. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Jarren Duran. Now, you have a nice little bench here. You get a pinch hitter in Yoshida off the bench. Monasterio is your utility guy off the bench. You also have Wong and Rogers potentially off the bench as your backup catcher. Eli White you got as your outfield replacement. He can play center in any corner outfield position. And you'll have one spot left off the bench. Trevor Story. You don't want it. You're over it. You think he's done. Today over at Fenway Park today before the game, Trevor Story and Curtis Mead were at shortstop and second base together working on their transitions and taking grounders and working together. I think Franklin Arias is going to get called up. It's going to go on a run in the second half and be your starting shortstop. I know Monasterio's holding it down right now. I know Siegler can play there. And I know at some point Trevor Story is coming back. Craig Breslow said it yesterday. It's not out of the possibility of Franklin Arias being called up. I think he's going to get called up. He's going to make a run, and he'll be the starting shortstop when the playoffs begin. We'll leave it there at 617-779-0985. I'm sure everybody can crap all over it. We'll put it on a piece of paper, and you can come at me if you want. Because here's the deal. If it's not Franklin Arias, you know it's Trevor Story in short. You know it. So there's my Red Sox playoff lineup. We'll get a new hour or two of the show here. I see you guys lined up on the phone lines as well. And the quarterback NFL tiers came out today, courtesy of The Athletic and Mike Sando. We'll have that for you coming up next. I'm Joe Murray, and of course, this hour of the Sports Husband brought to you by friends over at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You'll save 15% off your next drive-through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray. We'll talk to you guys right after this.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
There's also an RBI single in this one. Patrick Sandoval's on the mound. 3 innings, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts so far on 48 pitches. Before the game, Garrett Crochet has started to throw, and while Roman Anthony is starting to swing the bat a little bit more, they did send Romy Gonzalez down to Worcester. Some NFL news today. Zay Flowers getting a new deal with Baltimore. It's worth $100 million guaranteed. Vita Vea still wants a trade from Tampa Bay, while the Falcons lose their pass rusher, Jalon Walker. Patriots and Gayback is today practicing with the ones and might play special teams this year. Headlines, they are brought to you by... they're brought to you by somebody. Super Service Today. Upgrade your home with an electric heat pump system from Super Service Today. Stay cool this summer, warm all winter. Save on energy costs while reducing your carbon footprint. For a free estimate, visit superservicetoday.com. I'm Joe Murray.
The Sports Hub. 3 legendary franchises on one legendary radio station. It's the Sports Hub.
Now, and gave you the schedule. It's going to get a lot easier going forward here.
What do you think of the Crochet and Roman Anthony timing, Joe?
Oh, whoa. I mean, there's no impact at all, I'm telling you, when your team makes a move to bolster and support, it's kind of like everyone puts their cleats on the next day, right? Dude, Skaz, sometimes, man, back in the day when I saw somebody do something that was very inspiring, I'd start going outside and do push-ups, or I'd hit the weight bench again. I always, whenever it motivated me. You ever see The Road? No, what was the movie what was the movie with Will Smith when he was, I don't know, Pursuit of Happiness or whatever it was? Man, I became the best salesman you'd ever seen after that. I got motivated. Like I said, one time I saw Orlando Pace pancake some guy in a game, and I started going outside. I wanted to hit the sled. Now, Orlando Pace is dating myself a little bit there, but, when I see Caleb Durbin want to hit a home run, it makes me want to take some cuts, too. So, yeah, the timing, smelly. It's okay, though. It's okay. Because I think that was they had to set a line with some of these guys, right? Like August 4th. That's the date, everybody. August 4th. If you're in it, we'll recalibrate. How about that? Very smelly, though. I'll tell you that much. Tyler's in the car. Tyler.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
How you doing?
Good. Listen, hey, there's a reporter out in Worcester by Tommy Castle. I think you guys had him on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been absolutely crushing it. And you got to have him in the studio. The guy's the man.
Are you buddies with him?
I lived with him for a couple of years, yeah.
Yeah, we know him. He's buddies with our friend Sammy P.
Excellent. And I was going to have a Patriots question, but I was actually going to ask you, do you watch AEW at all or no?
Yeah.
So what do you think about All In coming up?
It should be good tomorrow night. I should let you know that we have Brian Myers of TNA Wrestling.
Oh, you do? Oh, great.
We got Brian Myers, and the Dudley Boys will be in Boston this weekend.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. What silly thing is Bubba Ray going to say? You're going to get in trouble again. He's always getting into trouble.
Well, it'll be at the Kowloon this Sunday. I will be there. And Dudleyville takes over the Kowloon. That guy had a lot to say, huh? Tommy put over his boy Tommy Castle. What, you don't think we don't know Tommy Castle's good? You know? Well, you think we don't know? Was that like an invite to have Tommy Castle back on again? No, straight as Tommy Castle. I like you, Tommy. Tommy's the guy how I found out about Chad Tracy. Remember he interviewed him, and then all of a sudden, maybe it was the night show bump that got Chad Tracy hired, Skaz.
I would say Tommy Castle is a very frequent member of our daily Slack channel.
Yeah.
Franklin Arias at bats.
2 for 2 today.
Exactly. So very familiar, I guess. Good friends looking out for his boy there.
At least he admitted it. He could have been like, nope, don't know him. We're supposed to have Mike Sando coming on next. We've reached out to his representation, so hopefully we get him on in a minute, or in a couple of minutes. But you know how they come out with the tiers? The 2026 NFL quarterback tiers are here. The panel this year consisted of 21 executives and 29 coaches overall. Each voter placed 35 veteran QBs into 5 tiers, from best tier 1 to worst tier 5. There's clarity at the top with 4 overwhelming tier 1 selections. Nobody else coming close. So, Skaz, let's do the exercise together. Who do you think is number 1 when it comes to quarterbacks on the tier list?
I think it shouldn't be, but I think it's still Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, number 1. Panelists voted him tier 1. He had 1 vote in tier 2.
Yeah, I mean, I think there should be kind of I don't want to say a tilted head. Obviously, he's a Hall of Famer, top 3 quarterback of my lifetime, but he lost his division last year and sucked, and he struggled with injuries. Like, I don't think Patrick Mahomes stinks by any means. I'd still take him on my team any day of the week, but I don't think he's as much of a unanimous number 1 QB in the league as he once was. Is that fair?
That's very fair. Josh Allen's number 2. It's 2 top tier votes, 48 top tier 1. He's the reason they remain competitive. He's so physically talented, says one general manager. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Oh, tied for 2. I didn't see this. There's a tie. Who do you think is the other one tied at 2?
I would have to imagine it's the reigning MVP, Matthew Stafford.
Same thing, 48, 2 tier 2. His football intelligence matches his football talent, says a former head coach. Who do you think comes in at 4?
Number 4. Lamar Jackson has to be up there.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
He's so talented at throwing the ball.
He had that one cool clip a couple of years ago. That's done him really well.
46 votes, tier 1, 4 tier 2. Now, you said number 5 is Lamar Jackson. This is tier 2 now.
Oh, okay. So Lamar Jackson below
number 1
Joe
of
Burrow.
tier 2, correct.
Okay.
Got 22 tier 1, 28 tier 2 votes. If he doesn't play well, they don't win games, is the quote.
I would say that would prove how good he is, would be my response to that comment.
Number 2 of tier 2, Justin Herbert.
Oh.
He should have had more accolades at this point, says one defensive coordinator.
So he's not that good, but we're going to give him the credit because he looks the part.
He got 19 tier 1 votes, 28 tier 2 votes, 3 tier 3 votes. Coming in at number 7. Do you have a guess?
Dak?
Dak Prescott.
I like Dak. He's better than Herbert, I'd say. He's done more consistent.
The ex-Cowboys assistant says, could you win the whole thing with him? Yes. But would he be the reason? 36 tier 2, 12.
What analysis.
He got a lot of tier 1 votes. People think highly on him, huh? Number 8's a tie. Do you know who the 2 that are tied at number 8 are?
Is this where our dear boy Drake May comes in, Joe?
Drake May comes in, 5 tier 1 votes, 37 tier 2 votes, 8 tier 3 votes. So some people think he's tier 3 QB, finishing second in the MVP. The other is Jared Goff. What they said about May was a high 2 on his way to a 1, is what they said. For Goff, they said when he's rolling, he's a 1. He can change the game. What was the other write-up here on Drake May? Finishing second in the MVP voting for a team that reached the Super Bowl pushed May from middle of Tier 3 after his rookie season to the top of Tier 2. I see him as a high 2 on his way to a 1. You just have to see it against a harder schedule, of course. And then I think he did get hurt in the AFC Championship game. He was playing hurt in the Super Bowl, but to me, he'd be the leader at he'd be the right at Tier 1 border. 5 of the 21 personnel executives polled May in Tier 1. None of the 29 coaches did. Oof. So the coaches are down on May. The gap between May's average vote from personal executives to coaches was the largest in the direction this year. Whoa. We might have to pick up on
Interested to
that.
get Mike's thoughts on why he believes. I mean, maybe just because he's young, the volatility in that position at that age.
But why the coaches? Like, executives are high. The coaches aren't?
Well, I would say executives love cheap upside, so maybe that's part of it.
Just to finish it off, Jordan Love, number 10.
Where's Caleb? I'd have him above Jordan Love.
Brock Purdy, 11 with Caleb.
I would have Caleb above both those guys. Caleb Williams is far and away better at playing quarterback than Jordan Love is.
Jaden Daniels, Baker Mayfield tied with Sam Darnold. And then it's Trevor Lawrence, Jalen Hurts. Wow. So there's your top 2 tiers. Tier 3 starts with Bo Nix, Aaron Rodgers, C.J. Stroud, Daniel Jones, Bryce Young, Kyler Murray, Jackson Dart, Cam Ward, Tyler Shuck, Tua Tagovailoa, Kirk Cousins. Tier 4, Malik Willis, Geno Smith, Deshaun Watson, Michael Penix, Jacoby Brissett, J.J. McCarthy, Shedeur Sanders.
No Bailey Zappi on that
No
list.
Zappi. I can't believe it. I'm upset. All right. Well, why don't we talk to Mike Sando of The Athletic? We'll get his thoughts. We'll pepper him some questions about Drake May and the rankings and how people feel about him. We'll do all that coming up next. I'm Joe Murray here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way.
All right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. We got our eyes on the Red Sox, who are hot right now, up 6-0. Grand slam, back-to-back home runs over the White Sox. And they are rolling after the trade deadline, something they've struggled to do over the last couple of years, but off and running so far over at Fenway Park. We were just looking at the quarterback tiers, and we were discussing where Drake May ranked. Well, why don't we welcome in the man who made this? From The Athletic, he is Mike Sando, and he's joining us here on 98.5 The Sports Hub in Boston. Mike, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
I appreciate it. I know you've talked to a lot of people regarding the tiers. I'm sure you get your comments are already rolling with, why is this quarterback here? How is he tier 2 and not tier 1? But can you just let our listeners know, and you do a great write-up every year. I've been watching you do this for years now, but can you just let our listeners know who you talked to and how you came up with these rankings?
Yeah, so about 13 years ago, I was really looking for criteria for evaluating the quarterbacks, not just ranking them. I think anybody could do a ranking, but what differentiates them. And so in talking to coaches and front office people, we settled on some tiers that are general guidelines. And then as I went along and just, developed a lot of sources in the league and people that I learned a lot from, I started, pulling them, giving them anonymity for their unvarnished votes and thoughts, and we grew it into 50 people. So I think it's a little bit of a market analysis around the league. I've got a good cross section. I think I've got 8 GMs this year, 9 head coaches. There's 15 coordinators, 10 of them on defense, 5 assistant GMs, 5 former GMs. Just a nice representative mix, I think, of leadership in the league.
Great, because I have a lot of questions on a couple of these. But first, were there any that stood out to you as you were talking to people and going from years past or just a year ago? Were there any quarterbacks that really made significant jumps up or down that somewhat stood out to you after talking to these executives and former coaches?
Well, I think Dak Prescott moved up like 5 spots, which, I was thinking, is there anything we know about Dak Prescott now that we didn't know 2, 3, 4 years ago? So he got way more tier 1 votes than he's gotten in the past. Enough to, move in. I think he's 7th overall in this thing. So, it's not like it's a huge outlier or something like it's not defensible, but that's a pretty big jump for somebody. It's not like he broke through in the playoffs or answered questions that he really hadn't answered before. He just played really good ball. So that was one that stood out to me. I think, the interesting component was the guys from the same draft class, and Drake May's part of that, along with Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, lagged behind them a little bit, but for the most part, I think those 3 guys people feel pretty good about.
You are on the home of the New England Patriots, so a lot of our fans will, well, why is Drake May there? And we'll get to that in a second, but I found it interesting. Patrick Mahomes was number 1. I understand the history and the championships he's had, but people still feel that way, or are they projecting him now being healthy or potentially after the injury, or is it just somewhat that he's just been fairly consistent? I think he's fell off a little bit, but I was surprised he was 1.
Yeah. I think, somebody put it to me nicely, it might have been last year, that he sort of assumed the Brady spot. And it wasn't like that, when we talked about Tom Brady for over the years, it's not like he said, well, he didn't have as good of a year the last couple of years. He's a 2. I mean, it's just you don't really do that with somebody who's been so good for so long, especially when you can see issues on their team with, obviously what's around him, and now he's coming off of an injury. So he got 1 tier 2 vote, but still had the best average vote of the group. And I think if he were to have a tough year this year, or they were to not make the playoffs, maybe we'd see a few more of those creep in.
Drake May is listed at 8 on this list. I'm fine with it, compared to where he's come from in his 3rd year and going to a Super Bowl. But how much did the schedule from last year impact his ranking here? And I don't know. I mean, do you think he could have been on the tier 1 list as he finishes here 8th on tier 2?
I don't think so. I mean, I think what we've seen happen is guys who have a breakout year, a really big year, sometimes they will kind of rocket up to the top of tier 2. And let's just say that Drake May had a little bit of a tougher schedule. And let's say they won the Super Bowl. He was lights out in the Super Bowl, that sort of a thing. I think then you would see him right knocking on the door, and people would say, hey, he would get ones. He'd get more ones than he got. I think he got 5. Let's say he'd get 15 ones or something like that. It wouldn't be enough to push him into the top tier. A lot of people would say, awesome, let's see him do it again. And so I think it's not that much different right now. Sure, the schedule, that sort of a thing, but I think you just want to see some consistency over more than one season. And yes, if he has to answer some questions on the schedule, that's fine too.
Well, one thing I do like about your breakdown is it somewhat reminds me of the NBA awards, like 1st team, 2nd team, 3rd team, etc. But you mentioned how the panel is voted, and he got 5 tier 1, 37 tier 2, 8 tier 3. But you mentioned here 5 of the 21 personnel executives polled May in tier 1, but none of the 29 coaches did. You mentioned that was the biggest gap. Can you explain that?
It's so interesting. Yeah, I've always said that this type of voting says as much about the voters as it does about the players sometimes, right? Just like in voting for anything, voting for somebody running for office, right? Whoever wins is great, but whoever voted for him is telling you something about themselves. And I think in general, personnel people like traits. They key on that more, and they may in the back of their mind be thinking, hey, I got you Justin Herbert, what do you want? Go win some games, right? They're not going to pick apart somebody who's clearly a strong physical prospect. I think that this tells us May benefits from some of that, right? People like, those guys liked what they saw, and now, okay, coaches, mold them. And most people feel like they did a good job with that, with Josh McDaniels, and it'll be fun to watch next year and see if some more of those coaches come around.
Another thing you noticed was Drake May's elevated sack rate, 8.7%, is a concern. Have they put in the does this also compute with Elijah Vera Tucker in the mix, or drafting a first round tackle this year, or Will Campbell's progression, or even A.J. Brown and Romeo Doubs? Do you think this number is going to go up with that personnel?
I mean, the number, the sack rate should go down in the future. I do think that sack rate is more of a quarterback stat than people have traditionally thought. There's some guys who just get the ball out fast, and even if they're under pressure, can do that. So, maybe Drake May will do that more as he gets more of the keys to the offense, and has more of the answers to the test even before the snap, and feels comfortable with some of those targets you talked about that are changing from year to year so far. So I think that's important for that to come down. Usually, unless you're a big running quarterback, which obviously he's a good scrambler, it's really good to keep the sack number down.
Micah, you've been around for years. You've been doing this almost 30 years now. In the league, it generally is your head coach and your quarterback. And you mentioned Josh McDaniels a little while. This is the first time in Drake May's career he's ever had an offensive coordinator back-to-back years, dating back to high school, even in college for that matter.
Yeah.
I'm expecting him to elevate, but I think his numbers may dip a little bit because of the team that he has. But when you watch him, or when you watched him last year, did you think of him as still a young quarterback who makes mistakes that benefited from that easy schedule? Or do you see him truly taking that next step? And, do you think maybe being the runner-up for MVP was, I don't want to call it luck, but was he really a guy who was on pace to be an MVP candidate?
I think that the AFC cooperated with him for some, it cooperated with the Patriots to get them where they got. So I think you can't ignore that. But I still think it's unmistakable that he made a huge jump in how he played, and the confidence that he played with, the success that he played with is not just a function of who they played. Getting to the Super Bowl was a little bit of a function of, I think, Kansas City not being what they were. Cincinnati's obviously been down defensively, so it doesn't really matter from the Patriots standpoint. They can't control, who's there or not. They took care of business. They did what they were supposed to do. And I think you can really see the optimism with Drake May. To me, coming in at number 8, after only 2 years in the league is really good.
I agree with you. That was kind of my hey, where did he send? I was trying to get people riled up. He finished 8th. Everyone's like, yeah, I guess that's right where he should be. Mike Sando joining us from The Athletic, came up with a great tiers list. He's been doing it the last 13 years, as he's mentioned here. Just to kick around the league here, I wanted to ask about Buffalo and just the quarterback situation there, and a new coach. Josh Allen tied for second with Matthew Stafford on this list. They put a lot on him, and a general manager mentioned he's the reason they remain competitive. He is physically talented. Do you think that he'll be better with Joe Brady this year running the offense?
I don't know, because Joe Brady was running the offense before. I know, obviously, there's parameters the head coach puts down. I think this is one of those that could go either way. Sometimes that guy who's the coordinator has to change it. He really needs to change his role as the head coach. I don't know if that's going to happen. You don't want your head coach to be kind of friend of the quarterback, right? I don't think. I think you want you want that type of structure there and accountability. And I do feel like Josh Allen's done a better job of that the last couple of years, protecting the football, getting his turnover numbers down. But he's also prone sometimes to do too much and have something come back to bite him. So I think the jury's still out on that one, and I want to see how that goes.
One that I just can't get over is Justin Herbert. I do like how it's mentioned here in the article. Herbert either had a poor defensive line, or his special teams were the worst, or his offensive line, or he's got no weapons. Like, I've heard that his whole entire career, but yet he still lands at 6 here. How is that?
Well, the GMs for sure. I think 6 out of the 8 GMs put him in tier 1. Everything you want physically. I think he's played well. I think we can see that there's definitely always something there. I guess in his defense, they've had either Phillip Rivers or Herbert as their quarterback for 20 years, and they haven't won the division since like 2009, something like that. So it tells you there's something organizationally there. I think Rivers was an excellent player too, but there is some impatience. I think people are like, eventually you're going to break through. You can't have an excuse for why you didn't do as well on the test every single semester, right? There can't be something that came up every time. At a certain point, you got to ace the test. And I think we're waiting for that. So is it with Mike McDaniel this year? I know their left tackle left practice today. No one wants to hear it, right?
That's true. Looking at another playoff contender for the Patriots, we just mentioned the Chargers. The Texans, C.J. Stroud you had at 20. I was kind of interested what a lot of GMs and executives thought about C.J. Stroud's game.
the contour of these guys' careers is all different. Stroud came in and it looked so easy right off the bat. Right away, he was, people were talking about, wow, he's already like a tier 2 player. And it's regressed. I do think that the offensive line is a key variable there, and they have upgraded it this season. So he's somebody I think who needs to, step up and have a better year. He is kind of like Herbert, taking a lot of hits, and I think it's started to affect how he plays. And there were times last year where Stroud looked like he was feeling pressure. Sometimes it wasn't there. I do think I think they're going to have a good record because they have a great defense, but he needs to take advantage of the offensive line this year and show a little bit more of what he had in the first year, and he's also due for a contract.
The top of Tier 3 is Bo Nix. Obviously got injured last year, couldn't play in the AFC Championship game. He did get one Tier 1 vote, 21 Tier 2 votes, 28 Tier 3 votes, but do you see him as someone who could jump into that Tier 2?
I think for sure he can jump into the Tier 2. There, your situation is, the head coach, Sean Payton, siphons off some credit. They've had a top 5 defense. While he led the league in pass attempts, it was a lot of things that, are set up to be easier for the quarterback to do than just a pure drop back offense that the real passers are able to execute. So I think he's just got to do it again, probably do it enough. Brock Purdy's done that, somebody who, people talk about the fit and Kyle Shanahan and give the coach a lot of credit. After a while, if you produce like that enough seasons, you're going to be a solid 2. I don't know that anyone's expecting him to go higher than that. He's very reliant on his legs and making plays in a timely manner to win the game, which is a lot easier to do when your defense is really good.
Absolutely. One more, Mike, before I let you go. I know that you're involved in everything, man. You're the Hall of Fame selector, AP voter, you name it. Adam Vinatieri is going into the Hall of Fame this week. Basically had 2 Hall of Fame careers, one with the Patriots, one with the Colts. Just wanted to ask you about him. And also, Bill Belichick was left out of the Hall of Fame. Could you just speak on him?
Absolutely.
Do you think he will eventually get in there next year? It was very confusing why he wasn't.
He better get in. Well, yeah, the reason he got in there was because the reason he missed, and in retrospect, really why the reason coaches have missed the last couple of years is since they changed the way the structure of it is and make the voters pick between 3 senior candidates, 1 coach, and 1 contributor, which was Robert Kraft, you pick 3 of those 5. There was a bunch of guys on the committee who had agendas for senior candidates, and we're going to vote for all the seniors no matter what because they're fearful that if they don't make it, those guys will never get back in there. To me, that's just an abuse of the system. That's not how you do it. That's not our job. If you got a problem with the system, hey, raise it. Let's talk about it. But you have to put the best candidates in every year, or you don't really have a criteria. And to me, Bill Belichick was easily that. I think there could be some changes to the committee. I think there could be possible other changes. I don't think we're going to learn about those until after the ceremony. They probably don't want to detract from that, but I think that's going to be addressed in some way. It already has been with the voters. I think the Hall very much frowned upon the way that was handled, and I did too. I thought it was embarrassing. As far as Vinatieri, I have in general a hard time, putting kickers in with people that play all the time, all the snaps. But not only 2 great careers with 2 franchises, but he had a streak of 44 made field goals in a row.
Wow,
I think that's unbelievable. And some of those, a good number of those, I think 9 for 9 from 50 yards and longer, just sensational. You do anything 44 times in a row without missing. I mean, that's amazing. So I do think he's an iconic player who checks the boxes, the big moments, obviously the long career, the 2 different environments. Did it in New England where it's harder to kick, right? The elements are a big deal. Did it in Indy where it's easier to kick. If you're going to put in a kicker, I think he's the best one you could put in.
And I know I said last one, but what about Robert Kraft and Tom Brady will go in first, no matter what, right?
If Tom Brady misses, I'm definitely resigning from the committee. There's no way he's going to miss. Players players carry the day. He's going to get in. I think Kraft, I really thought he was going to get in before. I do think the little detour in Florida derailed him briefly there. And now he's been sort of like scrambling to catch up at a time when the franchise took a dip too, right? They stopped winning. So maybe it will help him if they're, they've been to a Super Bowl with Drake May, have some success over time. But to me, if you're going to put an owner in, I think he's really a great candidate. Checks those boxes of not just saved football in New England and had all the success on the field. That's part of it. But I think he's been a huge leader on the business side, having a successful business in his community. And then also at the league level, I mean, really saving the day with the labor talks, back with Jeff Saturday in 2012, I believe it was. To me, to get in as owner, you've got to do those types of things that are beyond yourself and your team, that transcend that into, growing the league or protecting the league in a way. And so for me, he's a pretty easy one for me if we're going to put in an owner.
Mike Sando, excellent job. I know you're heading on almost 30 years of doing this. Appreciate your time today. Great job at The Athletic. I'm sure you'll hear about the tiers list all year long, but you know what? This is why we do it, and we're off and running for another NFL season.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on.
I appreciate it. It's Mike Sando, everybody. Go check him out. You can follow him on Twitter at Sando NFL and read all his work over at The Athletic. He's got Drake May at 8. And, we might have to revisit that Hall of Fame stuff. That was juicy on Belichick and on Kraft. I thought that was... And did you hear that 44 kicks in a row, Scaz? I heard that somewhere. When is the Hall of Fame game? Thursday night? I think it is Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Excellent job. We'll recap some of this. We'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
All right, Red Sox up 7-1 right now over at Fenway Park. Grand slam from Caleb Durbin and back-to-back. Jarren Duran went deep. And, Wilson Contreras had an RBI single, but fouled the ball off his hand. He's still in the game, but we got to keep our eyes on that one. About the Sports Hub. Big thanks to Mike Sando. Great job. He said some things I would like to recap. We don't have time to do that right now. But when it comes to the Hall of Fame games this week, Thursday? I keep saying that. Is it Sunday or Thursday? Let me look it up here. Does the NFL have a schedule yet?
Thursday, August 6th is the Hall of Fame game, if that's what you were talking about.
Thursday, August 6th, which is this Thursday.
Yes.
Panthers, Cardinals.
It is going to be Kenny Pickett versus Carson Beck. I get you excited for football season, Joe?
Kenny Pickett.
Yep.
Pitt went to Pitt.
Pittsburgh legend.
Drafted in the first round by the Steelers.
Went well.
He plays for the Cardinals or the Panthers?
Kenny Pickett is on the Carolina Panthers.
Okay, so he backs up Bryce Young.
Yes.
Not a bad gig.
Sure. Little guy. You probably get some time.
Carson Beck. Oh, boy, where did he play?
Where didn't he play? He went to Georgia and Miami.
Oh, yeah, Georgia. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
Did he win a national championship? Yeah, I think he did. All right. Or did he go?
Two-time national champion. I don't know if he started in both, but
Carson Beck. Oh, my God.
He's going to be 25 this season.
Was he on Buffalo? Did he get drafted by Buffalo?
No, he was drafted this year by...
Carson Beck was this year. He went to Miami.
Yes.
Who's the other guy that went to... Yeah, because he won 2 at Georgia, 1 with Miami. He went to Georgia, Miami.
He lost.
This year to who was it?
Indiana.
Indiana.
Right?
That's right. Who's the other Georgia quarterback that I'm not the one that was on the Rams? He was drafted by Buffalo years later. Jacob Eason? No.
Fromm?
Yeah, Jake Fromm.
Jake from State Farm.
Oh, God. I swung and missed with him. I thought he'd be I had faith in him.
You were a Hudson Mason guy? Or
No, but I remember him, though.
Faton Batua?
No, because Stetson Bennett.
Oh, yeah. Set some records.
He ended up with the Rams, right?
Little guy, yeah.
Yeah. And then they had JT Daniels, if you remember him, and they had another guy named DeJuan Mathis.
Grayson Lambert. Aaron Murray, I remember.
Aaron Murray, yes. No, DeJuan Mathis was the one that I remembered Oh, yeah, he plays for the Tucson Sugar Skulls right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a Sugar Skulls jersey.
I said that so freely. The Tucson Sugar Skulls of the Indoor Football League played at Georgia, Temple, and Davenport Panthers. Who are the Davenport Panthers? Carson Beck. Wow. So the Cardinals have Jacoby Brissett and Carson Beck as their quarterbacks.
Good operation they got down there in Arizona.
Our lads, Cardinals. I got to look this roster up. I think their win total's 3.5. Ooh, listen to their wide receiving core. It was this core might be better than the Tyquan Thornton. Who is the other? CJ Osborne? Is that who the Pats had? KJ. And Kendrick Bourne. They have Kendrick Bourne, Michael Wilson, and Marvin Harrison Jr.
He might stink, Joe.
Who I don't know what happened to him. Did they ruin him?
They also have Gardner Minshew.
The Minch.
What a QB room.
So Brissett, Minshew, Carson, Keaton Slovis? USC Keaton Slovis? Who played at BY. Okay, I'm not going to look. See, guys, look this up. Keaton Slovis was a stud recruit to USC. He beat Utah on a Sunday night game, I remember, because Utah was rolling. He must have played at 5 schools. Slovis played at USC. He played at BYU. I want to say he played at West Virginia. He's had to have played at, I'm missing a school. He
played at 3 schools.
Oh, 3. So it was, West Virginia. Then.
USC, BYU.
West Virginia.
Not West Virginia. We just talked about a quarterback that played there.
Miami?
Pitt. He played at Pitt.
Ooh, West Virginia Pitt. I always kind of... God. Keaton Slovis is still around?
Pac-12 Freshman of the Year in 2019.
Jeez.
Him and Carson Beck, Joe, the same age.
That is crazy. I'm looking at the offensive line of the Cardinals. They got DeMontre Jacobs. Remember him?
I remember.
Played for the Pats.
Sure.
They got Kendrick Bourne. Devin DuVernay.
How bad are they going to abuse Jeremiah Love? That poor guy. They're going to hand him the ball 40 times a game.
Well, listen to this running back room if you really want to get into it.
Yeah, let's do some Cardinals talk, Joe. I'm sure the people are clamoring for it.
Yeah, I mean, we got something to bet on Thursday night now. Jeremiah Love, Tyler Algier.
Okay.
Played at BYU.
He's not going to steal those Bijan goal line carries anymore.
Can't do that anymore. James Conner is still going. Pittsburgh, right? Played at Pitt. Trey Benson. Where was he?
Florida State, I believe.
Yep. And then Corey Kiner. I want to say Cincinnati. That's right.
I would not have. Corey Kiner, less familiar.
Man, do they suck. 3.5 wins this year, huh?
Might take the under, Joe. I don't know. That's a bad team.
What do you think about Sando saying why Robert Kraft wasn't in the Hall of Fame?
I think he was honest, Joe. I think however you feel about it, right or not, I think he gave you a glimpse into how that was received by the league and maybe, still held against him in a way.
He said the issue in Miami.
Florida, I think is how he phrased it, but yes.
Florida. Which I don't want to,
we're all aware, Joe.
I don't think, and again, I'm just Joe Murray, guy on the radio. I don't think that should keep him out of the Hall of Fame.
I would say there's guys in that league and owners in that league that have done far worse things and been held far less accountable.
I just can't believe that's what was mentioned. Like that could hold him back.
Kind of matter-of-factly, too. He didn't really, he said it, just presented it as fact, basically. Not fact, but you know what I mean, the way he kind of just said that's what it is, his belief.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'd like to be objective and, what I mean by it is I'd like to say, yep, that's a reason why he shouldn't. But I can't. Sorry if that doesn't make me human. I can't. The Belichick one, though. Belichick wasn't in the Hall of Fame this year because the Veterans Committee wouldn't have had certain guys get in the Hall of Fame this year if Belichick was voted in, is the way that it was explained to me. So Roger Craig wouldn't have made the Hall of Fame this year or ever if Bill Belichick made the Hall of Fame. Was that the way you interpreted that one? That's the way I did.
That's the way he said it. I think it's I think what Mike said was exactly that Bill Belichick didn't get in because of that. Do I think that's true? Not really. No, I think it's more that they were more than happy to put one of the older guys in and let Bill sit a year. They know Belichick's getting in. If Belichick was, I don't know, who's a well-liked coach? I can't even think of one. But if he was, Walsh or I just had a more fuzzy personality, he's in the Hall of Fame right away. I mean, he's the greatest coach in the history of the sport. They don't like him. Most people don't like the guy. He seems to be a kind of a pill to be around unless you're Mike Lombardi, and how well is that going? So, yeah, I think it's a nice kind of blanket excuse to be like, well, all these old guys wouldn't have gotten in if we put Bill in. But I think it was a nice, backdoor for them to make Belichick sit on the burner for a year.
But he would retire if Tom Brady doesn't get it.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, Joe, because that was the stark contrast that stood out to me when you asked those questions. You asked about Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick, and he gave you very professional, what I would expect a member of the Hall of Fame committee to give on those answers. And then when Tom Brady's mentioned, because he is in a different tier than both of those guys, he basically says he would quit, he would retire, he would resign. So, yeah, I think that kind of gives you a glimpse into how valuable Tom Brady is viewed in the NFL circles to the Patriots' success, and maybe how Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft are not quite regarded in the same esteem.
I'm glad you comprehended all that.
I tried, Joe.
Because I was like shaking, like, Jack Nicklaus when the meme of the yes. All I could think of was, is this going to go viral? Like, are they going to credit the show? Are we going to get aggregated now?
Oh, Joe, I don't know. I don't know if you want to be aggregated these days. It hasn't been going so well for some people. Some, misinformation out there, misconstruing things.
I got to admit, I haven't been aggregated yet.
I don't know if we want to be, Joe.
I don't think I do.
Was our buddy Corrales there? Who's
John Corrales? Oh, poor John.
I know.
People said...
Steph Curry's on the Celtics. You didn't hear, Joe? He's on the team.
It was so funny because I had people say to me, hey, Joe, John Corrales said this. I go, I bet John didn't say that.
And guess what? He didn't.
He didn't. Poor John got aggregated over a weekend. I bet you he was like away or something and then got that.
It's these damn AI, bot accounts that just find anything and fire it off to their 300,000 followers. It's great. It's a good thing we got going.
All right, guys. This is a slight musings.
Please,
because we do have In or Out coming up next.
I have a question for Hooch tonight too.
Oh yeah, he's going to Lake Tahoe. He just got back from Chicago and now he's getting on another plane.
Is he going to California anytime soon? Do you know?
Lake Tahoe.
But is he?
Nevada.
Is he staying? Is he?
I don't know why.
Is he going to Tedeschi Trucks at the Hollywood Bowl?
Oh, is your dad going?
Yeah, I think so.
I should ask him. I have the Nesson 360 app.
Of course, you got a company man.
And they alert me when things happen, and I don't like it.
Oh, like ahead of.
So I just got Red Sox debut alert. Eric Miller is set to make his Red Sox debut against the White Sox. So I got an alert that Eric Miller was pitching. I don't want the alerts. Can I tell can I alert it off? Like, look at this guy. Oh my God, he's a moose.
Why don't you want that alert, Joe? You don't want the moose alert? You do the moose call, Joe. Miller the moose.
Look at this. Look at this man.
That's all of Australia, as the great Tommy Heinsohn once said.
His pants don't fit. He's humongous. Wearing number 67. He's 6'5", 280. That dude is bigger than Will Campbell. He's got longer arms too. What size head? I got an 8. That's a 9. Oh my God, what a curveball to strike 3. The Moose alert.
It's already contributing more to your 2026 Red Sox than Marcelo Meyer did.
Oh. The Moose came in for 1 batter and 1 strikeout on 4 pitches. I like them already. All right, we got in or out coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
Red Sox debut, 1 at bat, 1 strikeout. He's a Moose. Oh, Caleb Durbin hit a grand slam, followed by Jarren Duran's home run. And that made everybody happy and made me cough. And the Patriots were at practice today. Gabe Akis was looking good. Headlines are brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety. I'm Joe Murray.
Boston Talk Sports.
Drake May. We all know what, but we won't say what. Yeah, worst take on these airwaves in the last 24 hours.
We may not take a call today.
The Sports Hub.
Are you in or out? Gotta know without a doubt. I'm the one you need for a dirty deed. I'm the best. Success is guaranteed.
Milliken earlier today and asked him if he would like to join us on Boston's Enter the Chat today. He goes, I'm going to see Spider-Man.
Good for Milliken. A busy day yesterday.
I'm happy for him. I just would, maybe one night he'll come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw Jared today. Jared was there. Hello, Jared. Hi.
He's got to be beaming.
He was happy.
Radiant, yeah.
He was sitting in front of a pizza, but I don't think he was eating the pizza. So was he given a pizza and brought it? Did someone else get a pizza and put it in front of him? Your very own pizza. But he's in Home Alone. I can't remember that guy's name right now. Anyways, what do we have tonight for in or outs, guys?
Sure, Joe. Tuesday, August 4th already. The last sunset after 8 p.m. in the year 2026. Not to ruin anybody's night happened tonight. But, Joe, let's start in the world of pro wrestling. Something that's become kind of a topic on the night show is the retirement or lack of retirement from one Brock Lesnar. Joe Murray earlier today, Brock Lesnar confirmed once again he has retired from pro wrestling. Joe Murray, are you in or out on Brock Lesnar retiring again?
I'm out. He's retired from UFC a lot too.
Oh, I knew he did it and then stopped. I didn't realize he
stopped and then went back. Stopped. Then he failed a drug test and hasn't gotten back since.
Him and Brett Favre, some stunning similarities there.
I don't know who's a better human. Probably Brock.
The fact you got to think about it, probably not great for either party.
I mean, one did go to the Olympics, I think.
I don't know if that makes you a good human, though.
Doesn't.
I don't think so.
Probably doesn't. Yeah, it's wrestling too, Skess, you know?
He's coming back, Joe. I remember on this very program, Joe Murray telling me he left his boots in the ring. That means something. No, it doesn't. It can't. He's back, and then he leaves again. Yeah. You know, I'm out on the Brock Lesnar retirement.
He did say
he left his boots in the ring.
In his hometown of Minnesota where SummerSlam was. He basically stopped and said, I'm the past, Oba is the future, and walked away.
I heard Oba didn't do great in the match.
Oba Femi is, for you. It'll be right there.
Like 7 days a week, too.
I can talk crap about it. I can hate it. But it's going to be right there for me. Always. It's the only thing, Skess, that will be there still. But I thought SummerSlam was weak. And I think Triple H has a problem when it comes to big events because they tour so much. They have to stretch out these storylines. And I don't know, are they building, like right now, LA Knight versus Roman Reigns? Does that excite you? Yeah.
No.
Indeed I am.
Who should be Roman Reigns' next opponent?
I don't know. When's the last time he faced Cody?
Isn't Kevin Owens
Let's do that
back?
again. Yeah, Kevin Owens did just return.
But Kevin Owens is going to take on CM Punk, which has never happened.
My apologies.
No, but that's a good one. No,
So that's a good one.
What I'm trying to say is they've crossed paths, and they're two smack talkers.
Is Kevin Owen the and I think he's a tremendous human from everything I've read. Is he the least athletic looking professional wrestler since Mick Foley?
Yes.
Yeah, he looks pretty unathletic.
I mean, he's probably jacked, but like he's not cut.
That's like his thing, though, right?
Yeah, he wears a T-shirt that says "Fight Owens Fight." His real name's Kevin Steen, and he used to have Fight Steen Fight, so he's always had Fight Owens Fight. He had a really bad neck injury.
Oh, like a Daniel Bryan situation.
He thought his career might have been over.
I'm not familiar, but my guy Big E, that happened to him too, and he was all done.
Big E happened in Boston at the Garden. Both his guys
Ridge
are gone,
Holland?
too. Yeah, some guy that like really wasn't like a kind of hurt him.
Yeah.
A jobber.
Suplexed him right onto his neck.
I think he's gone now too. Anyways, wrestling talk. Next.
All right, since we're on Brock Lesnar, you mentioned in Minnesota, they were selling Brock Lesnar Vikings jerseys at the event. Are we in or out on selling Brock Lesnar Vikings jerseys at these events?
He was number 69.
Wasn't that Jared Allen's number?
Before Jared Allen. So, just so you know, Brock Lesnar made the team, but they put him on the practice squad.
And Roman Reigns, like, same thing, right?
Well, Roman was more of a project, but at least Roman was a college star at Georgia Tech. Anawai the Anawai family is his family, but I would say Joe Anawai was better than Dwayne Johnson. Now, one played for Miami, right? That's probably the difference. But Joe Anawai was probably better for Georgia Tech than Dwayne Johnson was. Maybe in the end, Roman Reigns is better than The Rock.
Now we're giving out takes, Joe.
I like it, though. And, I have a lot of Brock Lesnar cards that are number 69 worn. Yeah, he made the team. Like, Brock was like, no, I'm not playing on the practice squad. What happens if they made him inactive? Like, he made the team, but he's just inactive? Would he have said something? Imagine.
Florida for this next one, and a fine dining steakhouse that is causing a stir online. I will read you simply the information I have. Florida Steakhouse hosts nude dining nights to attract new customers. A steakhouse in Florida has caused a stir online for hosting a special dining experience where guests aren't expected to wear any clothes. On the first Monday of every month, the Class Soiree Steakhouse in Hollywood, Florida is hosting a nude dining experience where all customers must get undressed once they reach the venue. Thank you for clarifying that, and remain that way for the entire meal. Meanwhile, all of the chefs and servers remain fully clothed. It is $250 for men, $150 for women, and $300 for a couple. Gentlemen, are we in or out on the nude dining steakhouse experience?
I don't like to be naked and eat.
This looks like a pretty solid establishment as well. What? Who?
Just real quick. I love, like, my favorite. Doesn't mean it's the best. My favorite steakhouse is Capitol Grill.
Would they have a strict clothing policy there? Or?
No, it's not strict at all.
But clothes.
I don't want to eat your meat.
Oh, Derek,
welcome to the night show.
One. Yep. Oh, that's
welcome
a drop. Joe Murray.
I can't come back from that.
Put it on a billboard.
I can't come back from this. I don't want to eat my meat seeing your meat.
You're out on the 2-meat dinner is what you're saying.
The one problem with hosting a show is you think first, but you don't. Sometimes I talk first before I think. It's a problem.
Yeah. When people call you soft.
I mean, don't you dare.
Talking about meat.
I mean, the list goes on.
It happens. I'm just going to say this. While I'm eating my meat, I don't want to see my own meat, and I don't want to see yours either. Is that fair enough to say?
More than fair, Joe. Yeah.
Thank you. Next.
Joe Murray does not want to eat your meat. All right, gentlemen, let's head to the NHL for this next one. We haven't done any NHL talk in a while. NHL media released this earlier today. David Pastrnak ranks second in your right wing ranking coming into this upcoming season. Are we in or out on David Pastrnak being ranked the second?
No, that's a great place for Pastrnak.
Pastrnak 2, Kirill Kaprizov 3, Mitch Marner 4.
Mitch Marner. That's a great list. You could make a case for some of the other guys. And man, the Sox just keep rolling, baby. Who thought of a naked steakhouse? Going back to that, whose idea was this?
The owner says. Let's see. He did have a quote in here. Owner told Local 10 that he came up with the idea as a way of generating buzz and drumming up new business. A hostess who works at the restaurant explained that the monthly event is all about meeting like-minded people. It's more so a gathering to get to know people, new people in the city, and the lifestyle.
I don't like it. I'm out, and I don't like this.
I gotta say, steak doesn't feel like the best meal to eat nude either. There's a lot of work you're doing sometimes. The chewing, the cutting.
I don't know. How about goldfish, or I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Where's this going?
What I'm trying to say is, if you're gonna eat naked with somebody, right? Aren't you gonna share something with them?
It's gonna be intimate, is what you're saying, Joe. Yeah. Maybe a dessert, even.
Two forks or one when it comes to a cheesecake?
Well, I mean, it's got to be one, right? If we're naked, what are we doing here?
That's what I'm saying. You feed me, I feed you.
The staff members will be clothed. That adds another layer for me.
You want them naked too, Derek?
I mean, at this point, let's do it.
Okay, have you ever been on a naked beach?
Nope. Yes, but I was not naked, but I have been on a naked beach.
Would you want the servers to be naked?
No, I don't want anybody to be naked.
You're right.
Yeah.
I just
keep your clothes on.
Clothes being off is supposed to be safe.
Yeah.
And I know that there's some people listening I don't care. I'll pull it out or whatever.
Excuse me.
I dump it out. Forget it. It's hard to have a serious conversation about a topic that's serious. A damn steakhouse wants everyone to eat naked together.
Imagine if you accidentally stumble in there on a first date or something.
What if you get lobster bisque and it misses the table?
Hey, you got to really be sure-handed in that restaurant.
Do you put towels over your?
Who's wiping down the seats after dinner? That's what I want to know.
Is it like the gym? You spraying it?
Oh,
cleaning
man.
it? Next. What else? What else do we have?
Oh, gentlemen. All right. Let's head to the world of the NFL for this next one. The NFL heading to Netflix, as always, heading to all streaming platforms. The first ever regular season NFL game in Australia has announced its Netflix crew. I will give you each member of the crew. You tell me if you are in or out. Play-by-play will be Noah Eagle.
In. This is the son, right? Not the dad.
The son. This is Noah Eagle.
All right. Yeah. I'm in.
Joe Murray?
Yeah, Noah Eagle. I'm fine with him.
All right. Your booth analyst for the Australia game will be Luke Kuechly.
Oh, yes. I've heard this. He's going to... Yes. So I don't know if I ever told you this, but when I worked at 1510, I went to BC Media Day, and there was this young little kid next to me. And I had no clue who he was. He was wearing a BC jersey, though. And I was like, oh, man, what are you doing? I thought I'm not going to lie. I thought he was the ball boy. And I was like, hey, man, what are you up to here? He goes, oh, I'm Luke Kuechly. I'm the middle linebacker for we're freshmen. And I went, oh, you play? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, middle linebacker? He goes, yeah, I'm the middle linebacker. He was tiny.
They didn't fire you from hanging around BC Media Day?
No, you're right. No, I was 25. I mean, I was probably playing, ball somewhere still, like semi-pro, whatever, But I'm like this tiny. He must have been 5'8", like maybe 170 pounds, maybe. So I will tell you, I'm like impressed with that guy because he was a hell of a linebacker. But when I met him, I like feel bad that I said that to him. And that's how I remembered him forever, as the little guy at BC camp. You're right. They should have fired me that day, Skaz. By the way, that story's gone viral. The BC story. Everyone's picked up
Luke
on
Murray
it.
being an incredible hardo.
Yeah.
I saw Beetle talking about it a little bit today. I think he shared a lot of the same time. It's just a bad look. You suck. You've never done anything.
Some guy just tweeted, the last 10 minutes of Joe Murray has been pure gold. I apologize. I'm not sorry, though. What was the question again?
Luke Kuechly.
Noah.
Yeah, we'll round out the desk analyst group will be Michael Irvin, Nick Foles, and Clay Matthews.
Ugh.
Not great.
Clay Matthews does talking?
I get him and the guy that just stares on the McAfee show mixed up pretty often.
Oh, AJ Hawk.
Yeah, they're one and the same to me.
It is kind of funny.
They both bring little to nothing to the table, I would say.
They played together. Do you know what?
Yeah.
USC?
Packers.
Oh, the Packers.
Nick Foles speaks.
BDN.
How the hell do we get a job? Oh, is that what they're going to call him?
I don't know. Netflix will do that.
Do you think he wants to go to the steakhouse, the Naked Steakhouse?
I don't want him around if I'm going to the Naked Steakhouse.
Me either. All right, whatever. I don't care. You know what? Care less. If you know, I will tell you this: if there's a football game on, I don't care who's on the screen.
We'll be watching Carson Beck versus Kenny Pickett on Thursday.
You know what I will tell you though? There are some college football games where, I'm like, get this guy away from me. Because we really don't know who they are. They're probably just regional guys who work for a network. But I watched a horrific UNC football game last year. Yeah, against who'd they beat?
No, they're not giving Bill Belichick the A-team down there?
They put him on the CW.
No. Belichick?
Who did they beat? It was a green team.
A green
Was it
team.
Tulane? I can't
Tulane,
remember.
Marshall.
No, one more.
We would have got Felger victory last.
Not North Texas either. There's one more, I don't want to look up there. It was one of the... Look up their schedule and who they beat last year.
Gotcha.
But the game was on the CW, and I wanted to punch the guy in the face. You know what else, too? They didn't cover. I think there were 7.5-point favorites, and they won by 7. Those jerks. Do you think Belichick, over the years... I bet you Belichick messed with the lines more than any coach in history.
Last year, Bill Belichick's team, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, Derek, they beat Charlotte, Richmond, Virginia, and Syracuse.
Charlotte's the team that they beat.
20-3, they won that game.
They didn't cover. 17.5 that day. That's what it was. 17.5. Oh. And I remember Lifshatz being like, take Charlotte. They scored I think they were up 7. I can't remember that. They suck. Should I look up the... All right, what else you got?
All right, gentlemen. From something we don't care about to something we certainly care about. A new Wendy's Frosty has entered the chat, I guess I should say. Wendy's just dropped the new Apple Crumble Frosty Fusion. It is a spiced apple syrup Frosty with vanilla ice cream, oat sugar crumbles mixed in. Gentlemen, are we in or out on the Apple Crumble Frosty?
In.
I will never try this.
Derek.
Hey, Derek, have you
ever had apple pie?
You ever had an apple cider donut?
No.
Have you had an apple, Derek?
No. Actually.
What do you mean you haven't had a... Your mother didn't you have to have an apple as a child? Would you have fruits and vegetables?
Not really. I tried a banana one time.
Oh, man. These kids, Joe.
What about apple smacks?
Nothing apple related, really.
What about...
what does that even mean?
Applesauce.
I don't think so, no.
Kids eat applesauce.
Candied apple.
Candied
no, no candied apples.
What about a watermelon blow pop?
Yeah.
What about watermelon?
No.
This kid. Any fruits you would eat?
Trying to think.
Like a grape? You eat a grape?
Never had a grape.
Never had a grape. How is this possible? Where do these kids come from, Joe?
So if I got you a fruit basket, would you just give it to
blow
somebody
his mind? His head would explode.
Yeah, start with one, Joe. Don't give me a whole basket.
But like, okay.
A strawberry? Have you had a strawberry?
No.
What the hell is going on?
All right, I like apples, but I take the skin off. I don't love the skin. But I'll eat it with the skin. I just don't love it. Bananas I eat every day.
Yeah.
Helps your poop.
Yeah.
Orange is fantastic.
Orange? You've had an orange?
Nope.
What?
No grapes? No regular wine grape? No grapes? My God.
I just don't understand how it's physically possible.
Watermelon? Did we already talk about?
You said no.
Yeah, we talked about watermelon.
No?
I believe my mother is on the line if you want to.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
We got.
Thank you. Because
Anything else
I don't want to blame her, I'm sure it's not her fault. But
Anything else on in or out that we should be?
I like that Derek's not even answering the phone. He's just putting her directly through.
Oh, so you didn't even talk to your mom? Say hi to your mom before we.
Yeah, what
just
is
say,
that?
hey, Mom, you're going to hear Joe do this, and then just give her a warning.
He's supposed to screen the calls back here. He's putting them right through.
We do have to let people know that they're going to be on the radio.
Yeah, of course. No, he can't even figure out how to unready it now. Poor Mama Olson.
Just hit that one button on the side.
There we go.
It says Mrs. Olson.
Yeah, the whole Olsen clan's probably gonna call in.
All right, put her on hold. We'll bring her up. All right, joining us right now on 98.5 The Sports Hub is Derek Olson's mom, Mrs. Olson. Hello, Mrs. Olson. How are you?
Hi, how are you guys? I have to finally call in and defend my parenting skills. I feel like I'm not a total failure.
No, you are not a total failure. This is not a reflection of you. I don't eat salad. It has nothing to do with the way my mom raised me. I just hate the smell of salad. I don't like anything to do with anything raw vegetable, but it's not because of the way I was raised. It's because I don't like the taste or the smell.
Okay. Yep, I feel you on that.
But what is it with Derek? Why he's very picky.
He's extremely picky. Yeah, he had a lot of issues as a baby and a toddler, and he just didn't really take to food. So he wouldn't eat anything. He liked things that were super cold. He first liked waffles, but only frozen waffles.
So, like, if you went to a hotel and you could make waffles, he wouldn't like it because it wasn't frozen.
Yes, he would now, but not as a child.
Mrs. Olson, I don't want you to think we're attacking your parenting at all. If anything, I would say Derek is shockingly normal for his eating habits. He's almost is so put together that his eating habits are what's so out of line that's why it's so crazy to us, because he comes across as such a normal, well-mannered boy.
No, I know. Nobody would know that he lives on pizza and chicken nuggets and waffles, and that's about it.
Well,
and surprisingly fried clam strips for some odd reason.
Fried clam strips, love fried. I like clam bellies. The strips are, so that's funny. I eat pizza and wings, and somehow was over 400 pounds. How is he not over 200 pounds?
That's a good question. He does run a lot, but I don't know.
Okay. Do the other siblings, because I know there's the Olsen clan, how many children did you have?
I have 3 boys.
3 boys? All wow. Did you ever try to go for it on 4th down for a girl?
No, 3 was enough.
3 and out. That was it. So I
had to tap out then.
And you tapped out. Okay. Is Derek the youngest?
He's the middle.
Oh, he's the middle.
How are the others' eating habits, though? Are they similar to Derek's?
Yeah, they're not good. It's not good.
So, has he really never had an apple, though?
Yeah, no. I don't think he's ever had an apple, no.
So, okay. I'm very picky. But when you go food shopping, do you just go to the frozen food section and get chicken? Does he eat chips?
Yeah, he eats chips. He eats a lot of like snack type foods.
And he likes pizza.
And he likes pizza, yes.
But just cheese, not pepperoni or anything.
Yeah, no, nothing on it. Nope.
What about ice cream?
Yeah, he likes ice cream.
He likes ice cream. Okay.
He likes milkshakes.
Milkshakes?
But with nothing in them. Yeah, no
So
fruit
just,
in that.
Just a vanilla straight.
Yep.
He's extremely intelligent. We've had another BU student, and after his internship, he realized that he didn't want to do this, not because he didn't want to. He thought it was too easy.
Oh, I don't think Derek would ever say that. I think he's having a great summer and he enjoys being with you guys.
Oh, we love him. We're going to give him his own segment later on tonight to do a Spider-Man review.
Oh, okay, yes.
Where are you from, Mrs. Olson?
Weymouth.
Oh, you're a Weymouth gal.
I am.
And where is Mr. Olson from?
He's from Braintree.
Oh, the Braintree. Oh, man. Those are border wars over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you guys
we met after high school.
Did you guys meet at the Dairy Queen on Route 3?
No, but I frequent that Dairy Queen quite a bit growing up.
All right, so I grew up in Hyde Park, which isn't far from Braintree.
Okay.
But I used to go to Nantasket Beach and go to the Dream Machine and the Carousel. Did you guys ever do that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I remember when Paragon Park was there way back in the day.
Yeah.
Good times.
And then you go to the Red Parrot after?
Yep.
Yeah. What's something about Derek that he won't tell us that you are open to telling us?
Oh, I mean, he did competitive hip hop and musical theater for a long time, right?
Competitive hip hop?
Yep.
Like, how competitive, Derek? What kind of hip hop we talking here?
On the national level, Joe.
No, well, okay, that's great. Are you like Funk Phenomena or something like that?
I actually auditioned for Funk Phenomenon long ago.
I watched that show.
The show?
Yeah, they had the Jabberwockies on there, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, they have a place in the North Shore near my house.
The Jabberwockies?
No, not the Funk Phenomenon.
Yeah, Funk Phenomenon.
But, like, what rap did you dance to or hip-hop did you dance to? Like, what would name a band? Or
I did Kendrick Lamar one year. I did a Bruno Mars solo my senior year in high school. What else did I do? Some Justin Bieber.
And did you go to all of these, Mrs. Olson?
Oh, yeah. Yep. A couple times we went to Florida. It was from the time he was like 5 until he graduated high school.
It's very good talent there. What's your favorite South Shore bar pie? Is it Venus Pizza?
My favorite South Shore, my husband would kill me if I didn't say Linwood.
Oh, yes, I love the Linwood. Linwood rules. I'm a town spa guy, but...
we just went there last week. Derek was, he was at Spider-Man, but we went to town spa.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Town spa, phenomenal if you eat at the bar.
Yeah, I like their french fries and honey mustard, too. Good stuff, if you haven't tried it.
But Derek doesn't.
No, he'll eat the fries, but he's not having any honey mustard.
This is, so we got some South Shore people. Was Braintree considered the South Shore?
Yeah. Yeah. Damien's is good, too. That's in Hanson. Have you ever been there?
I have not, but Poopsies I like.
Oh, yeah, Poopsies is good, too.
Yeah. But the Venus...
I got to get Derek to bring in... Derek should bring in some Damien's to try.
Well, you know what? We are very open. Did your mom make us cookies one night? Did your mom make us something one night?
No.
Wait, it was? No? You didn't?
No. Would you like some brownies?
I can make some brownies.
Well, Mrs. Old, this isn't me asking. Sorry if it sounds like that.
No.
What do you think is the one thing that what would the kids say that, or your husband, say that you make the best?
Cooking wise?
Yes, cooking or baking.
Oh, I don't cook.
So you don't cook?
No.
Okay.
I can bake a mean brownie. I'm a much better baker than I am cook.
Okay. This isn't me asking. but I am open to trying your brownies.
All right, I will send them in with him either Thursday or next week.
Okay, and we did have a topic. This might be a little uncomfortable for you. We had a topic a little while ago about a steakhouse.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I was listening.
How do you feel about a naked steakhouse?
No, that seems like an awful idea all around.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be frequenting that.
Yeah. What do you think?
I like a good steak, but not naked.
Yeah, good answer. What do you think of the night show, Mrs. Olson?
I love it.
Yeah. Do you think we're sophomoric at times?
No, I think it's hysterical. I love how you guys cover a lot of different topics through the night. I laugh so hard.
I like that. Thank you. No, we've had a lot of. Actually, the nights that Derek has been here are the nights we've gone off the rails.
Oh yeah, we listen all the time. Evil Rocky, that was a pretty funny night. That was the kind of the introduction to Derek's eating habits gone awry.
Yeah,
and I could threaten him to tell him that I was going to call in to let everybody in the chat, especially, know that I tried. It wasn't for lack of trying to get him to try different foods. He just. It's almost like he has like sensory issues. He was in like OT, and they tried like the desensitizing him to food, but didn't work.
Well, I like brownies.
Okay. I will definitely send them in. They're made from scratch with love.
Yeah, even though you're from Weymouth, it's okay.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I used to go, like I said, I used to go to Route 3. I'd go right up there to that Dairy Queen you discussed and go right over to Nantasket Beach.
Yep.
And I loved that.
Times.
I spent a lot of money at that Dream Machine. A lot of broken hearts on that beach.
Oh, yeah. I hear you there. I spent a lot of summers down there, too.
Yep. Summer lovin' had me a blast. All right, Mrs. Olson. Well, thank you.
All right,
listen,
thanks
and no, we just find it odd that he is like very put together, but can't eat an apple.
I know. Yeah.
So, but you've done a great job. You're a great mom.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Olson. Take care. Have a great night.
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
All right, you too. Bye.
Have we ever had another mom defend their child?
Street Team Joe's mom has never defended him. I'll go out of my way to say that. His father barely defends him. If anything, he piles on when he calls in. My boy Paul there. A mom calling in. Mrs. Fitzpatrick, I think, may have called in.
Luke's mom. So that's
she would cook for us. Not cook, but bake, I should say.
I may have confused that Luke's mom brought cookies.
That sounds right, yeah.
And they were great. She never brought them after, though. I will say the fastest way to our hearts, of course, is through our belly. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah.
It was National Chicken Finger Day the other day. You missed it.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. When was that?
Hey, actually, I'm gonna bookmark this.
Oh.
What does Derek eat at the movies? Don't say it.
Oh, okay. Yep.
As they went to. Do you think we're near the same age? I'm 44.
My dad is 51. My mom is 52, I think.
So they're like 2 grades high school ahead of me.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting old. Well, brownies. Do you like ice cream?
Yeah. Enjoy ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream?
Yes, I do.
You ever had a hot brownie with a vanilla ice cream on top?
No.
You've never mixed a brownie with an ice cream?
I've never had a brownie.
Your mom just got off the phone.
Oh, I know.
That her signature baking dish is brownies that she hand makes from scratch.
Correct.
And you're telling us you've never had a brownie?
Nope.
The smell wafting through your house has never just piqued your curiosity?
No.
Derek, I'm bewildered every day, these interns. It's insane to me. Never had a brownie. Have you had apple juice?
No.
He's all yours, Joe.
I think I've been justified, though, that lettuce sucks.
Well, this has been a good summer for your anti-lettuce campaign. It's, fecal Jackson Pollocks all over the country. It's not a good thing, Joe.
But I really do feel as though I was right. Like, can I take a victory lap on that?
I'm not defending lettuce if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. Brownies, though.
I'll defend those.
I love brownies. Oh, they're so good. You like chocolate?
Yeah.
But you don't like brownies.
He doesn't know if he likes them.
No. Yeah. A lot of it is I've never tried it.
If I tied you up.
Wow. Hold on.
We went to a naked steakhouse.
Yeah. What I was going to say would not sound good.
Are you going to force feed him, Joe?
That's pretty much what I was
You're
thinking.
coming down my road.
With brownies. Yes. Brownies. All right. We got to go. But if someone's mom calls in, we got to take the call. Our listeners love that, though. Shout out to Mrs. Olson in the chat. And everyone's now crapping all over Quincy and Braintree and all those other towns. All right, we got to go to break. The Red Sox are winning, and, well, or the rest of us are losing. Take a break. By the way, if we had a headline, it would have been brought to you by DN Van Lines. Take the chance early, you move and make the short bet with DN Van Lines, an approved mover to Department of Defense, DNVanLines.com. Red Sox lead 13-2. That's a lot of runs. And that means if you... And I know that there's some people listening like, I don't care. I'll pull it out. A cosmic brownie. Put like these little candies in them. Anyways. We're going to do musings in a little bit. Derek went to the movies. That's our bit. But the Red Sox, man, they smoked the White Sox tonight. 14-2. 14 runs tonight. They got a good pitching performance from Patrick Sandoval, who had it easy. 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned. Had the 4 walks, but the 5 strikeouts, 89 pitches. That's all I care about. He goes out there and pitches like this, which wasn't his best night, and the offense does this. They're golden. They absolutely racked the starting pitching tonight of Davis Martin of the White Sox, who got hung out to dry, 9 earned runs. They only used one other pitcher on the night, Eric Fetty, and he got smoked. But they went Sandoval, Weissert, then they got the one at bat for Eric Miller, and then Brian Bayo with 3-inning save tonight. 2 strikeouts on 28 pitches. Wilson Contreras started everything off with an RBI single. Then Caleb Durbin, with the bases loaded in the first, hits a 401-foot grand slam. Jaron Duran follows it up with a home run. It's 6-0. Wilyer Abreu in the 5th goes deep. It's 7-1. Monasterio, RBI double, 9-2. Rafaela double, 11-2. Contreras single up the middle, 12-2. Yoshida double to center, 13-2. And then Wilyer Abreu, how about it, sir? Just hit 2 home runs in one game once again. It's no big deal. Durbin hit his 15th home run of the year tonight. Duran hit his 15th. Durbin is 11th. And when it comes to Abreu has 19. That means that Abreu's 1 home run away from 20. Remember, projections said the Red Sox wouldn't have a 20 home run hitter? They're going to have 2 the next time Abreu hits a home run. They had a monster night offensively. Nick Sogard, 2 hits. Rafaela, another 2 RBI and a hit. Abreu, we mentioned the 2 home runs. Contreras, 2 hits. Yoshida, 2 hits. Durbin, 2 hits. Duran, 2 hits. Monasterio, 2 hits. The only one who didn't have a hit tonight, outside of Eric White, who pinched hit, was Connor Wong. They absolutely steamrolled the White Sox tonight. Tell me they're not excited of the moves of Adley Rutschman and others. Absolutely smoked them. Smoked them tonight. And I told you about that schedule. It's getting easier. Now, who's pitching next? Who's pitching tomorrow? I wanted to look this up. What day are we at? What is tomorrow, Skaz? Why am I losing my brain?
Tomorrow would be August 5th.
Is that a Wednesday?
That would be a Wednesday.
So who is pitching?
Sonny Gray, I believe.
Would it be one of those sunny days?
So you have Gray and Suarez going. Could be a sweep if those guys, look how they've looked for most of the season. Then you have Tolley, Jake Bennett, and Sandoval to round out the weekend.
I mentioned this earlier tonight. Think of this schedule coming up here. I don't want to say cakewalk. You have 2 more against the White Sox, 3 against the A's, who are homeless. Then you're at Toronto, at Pittsburgh. Home against the D-backs, home against the Giants, at the Marlins. I think they're going to chase the Yankees. I think at some point the Red Sox are going to pass the Yankees. If I look at the standings right now, the Sox are 5.5 back in the division. What? They're 3 games behind the Yankees in the division. It's the wild card. Let me look that up. Right now, the Yankees are 64-50. The Sox are 61-51. They're 2 games behind the Yankees in the win column. I don't know what the Yankees did tonight. I can look that up. They're going to catch them. Let's see. Well, Yankees won 2-0 tonight over the Cardinals. Hunter Dobbins pitched for the Cardinals. Remember him? Didn't he say his dad played for the Yankees? Is that true? Wasn't that the story? But the Red Sox are winning. They keep on winning. And Caleb Durbin, the star of the night tonight with a grand slam to open it up. We got the musings. We'll do that next. Sox win, everybody. It's so awesome. This hour of the Sports Hub, I should say, is also brought to you by Valvoline. It's an oil change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandoilChange.com. You can save 15% off an extra through oil change. And Valvoline is an oil change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
The 99 restaurant is once again supporting Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and the Jimmy Fund. Visit your local 99 now through August 9th to help us support Dana-Farber's life-saving research and patient care. Together, we can help reduce the burden of cancer and bring hope to patients and families.
Hey, it's Felger here. Summer in New England almost makes it worth dealing with.
Durbin's grand slam that opened things up, followed by Jarren Duran's home run. Willie Abreu hit 2 home runs. It was just a night. Brian Bayo, a 3-inning save for the Sox. They play the White Sox again tomorrow, and Sonny Gray on the mound looking for win number 14. The same amount of runs the Red Sox scored tonight. And the Patriots back at practice. Gabe Akis was there, and he was disruptive. Headlines, they are brought to you by John Sewer and Drain Cleaning. With over 70 trucks on the road because your clogged drain is their emergency. Go to johnsewer.com. I'm Joe Murray.
Listen to it, laugh at it, get mad at it, agree with it, argue about it. It is Boston Sports. Boston Sports. And it is all we do. 98.5. The Sports Hub.
You want a random take? Murray's got all sorts on stuff in the world unrelated to sports. So sit back, relax, and get your mind in the game and listen to the words of a grown man complaining.
All right, it's Murray's Musings here on the Sports Hub. I have Fox 25 or Boston 25 on my TV, and it shows Clary Square in Hyde Park. And I'm like, hey, Hyde Park's on the TV. And then I realize it's not for a good reason. So, yes, the violence needs to stop, everybody. They don't live in Hyde Park anymore, but please, still represent it. But yeah, they're calling for violence to stop. You know, it's cool when you see your hometown on TV, just not for those.
Not for that reason.
Not for that one at all. Anyways, Derek Olson's here. Hello, Derek.
Hello.
Not sure if somebody... Who else's mom is called? I gotta remember this now.
I feel like that's got to be pretty rare.
I think Luke might be the only one. I don't think Bryson's ever did.
He texted me yesterday on the... I haven't heard from Luke in a while, though.
Trent, I don't think so.
Trent checks in every once in a while. He got a gig doing something.
Soccer something, I think, yeah.
I actually think he talked with our buddy Adam.
Good.
Who might have sent him in the right direction there. Our intern Chris, well, you're going to camp this week, huh?
Yes, I am. Friday, I'll be there.
Riley took 2,000 photos.
Good for her. Is that her camera?
Yes.
Pretty good lens on it. Looks good.
2,000 photos? I don't even
enjoy
know if I
it.
have 2,000 photos up on my stuff.
She was probably in sports mode, just going for it.
Said she got about 400 good ones, which is apparently a pretty good success rate.
I was told that her last day is the 17th. I won't be here.
Ah, man. What?
But I was told that you will be here on the 12th and not the 13th.
Yes.
Which means we will have Riley and Derek on the same night.
And Zeke apparently as well. Zeke is sticking around.
Yeah, so she's trying to maneuver to have 3 interns on the show the night before a Patriots game.
All right.
I pushed back.
Yeah.
But then I'm not going to see her ever again. Well, that I know.
You'll see her that Monday, right? No? Oh, man. So Wednesday's it.
So, yes. So I feel like now I have to make it happen now.
Kind of feel bad. I'm stepping on the toes of Riley's last day then.
You are not stepping... No. You're not stepping on anybody's toes. I've been wanting this. We never sometimes get both interns at once. No, it's more about the fact that the night before Patriots, we're going to have 3 interns. No, we're going to do it. You know why?
All right.
Because I was an intern once, and I wanted an opportunity, and I had to work for it, and I got it.
Yeah.
So I give back.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. As long as those brownies keep going.
I believe they're coming in Thursday. She texted me pretty much right afterward.
She like literally went and started baking them right away.
Yeah, she's probably getting the ingredients ready.
Moms are good like that. You know?
Moms are great.
Do you like whipped cream?
See, so if I'm getting a milkshake, I might place of choice, Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Hanover. I'm getting a vanilla milkshake with whipped cream on top. I'm not eating the whipped cream. I'm not drinking it. It's just there to enhance the taste.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know our good friend Street Team Joe is a Dairy Queen Grill and Chill fan?
Really?
He sometimes goes to different ones so they don't see him constantly.
I wonder how many rewards points Street Team Joe has. I would like to see that because I've got a good amount of rewards points.
It's not just that he goes to a different one. He has like secret ones that he goes to, not just because he's afraid of the workers seeing him there too often, but he doesn't like going to the one in his hometown because he's afraid of being seen at it too frequently. It's our special boy, Street Team. I believe he'll be joining us tomorrow night.
He wants to get pizza. What else is new? We've already called somebody. Have you had Burnt Edges Pizza yet? That's been here. They're down the street. We found them one day. They're a bar pie.
Oh yeah,
and they're down the street. Tim and his girlfriend. But let's just say that Joe discovered what a bar pie was.
Bar pies are great.
No, it really is. Like, you know it. It's a little like...
Oh, absolutely.
It's tremendous.
Yeah.
So he said he wanted pizza. Sunday night, he texted us at like 9 o'clock. Hey, I want pizza.
He texted me last week telling me he was bringing in pizza tonight.
Okay.
Where is he?
He's tomorrow. So, yeah. So
no, it wasn't Sunday night, Joe. It was Saturday morning.
Oh,
he
Saturday
texted
morning.
us and said, hey, what do you guys think about pizza on Wednesday next week? And I said, Joe, this is the first text I've received this weekend, and it's about pizza on Wednesday.
So, anyways, and then he I gave him the number to the guy, and now they handle it themselves now.
Oh, okay.
So even though I was the one initiating it, now Street Team Joe's like the consigliere, now handling the pizza. He's in charge of the pizza.
Now Joe is the consigliere of the Joe Murray Show.
Of the pizza.
Yes, of the pizza. Skaz handles everything else.
Exactly.
Joe handles the food.
Yes. And we still got to do the door-to-door dash segment.
Absolutely.
So we can't let that go. We still got to do Songs of Summer.
Yes.
I actually have an update on that. So the Songs of Summer list has been compiled, an official list.
May I look at it or no?
No. So you and Street Team Joe, I think tomorrow could be a time for maybe Street Team Joe to record some songs. Then we'll have to, Joe Murray's busy schedule, find some time. And I think the Songs of Summer will be a good way to, end the summer and get us ready for football season. Maybe that's how we send the interns out, too, is some Songs of Summer.
Okay. Do you ever get a text every once in a while and you're like, is that true? I just got an update. Somebody just sent me a thing of, this has happened to me on the air before, not on this show, by the way. But somebody, okay, I don't see it. Okay, good. Somebody wrote R.I.P. About somebody. And
someone we've been talking about?
No. I guess we should mention that we lost a great one last week. In Big Puss from, I could say that, right? From The Sopranos.
9 o'clock?
I didn't say the whole thing, I guess. But he's no longer with us. And
Sal.
And he's no longer with us. And I tweeted out at the time, he's really sleeping with the fishes. And someone thought I was insensitive for saying that.
That's too soon, John. He was just a kid.
This guy was 80. He's not a kid.
Yeah.
But let's hypothetically say that you're known as somebody. Like, have you ever seen The Godfather?
I've seen The Godfather. I have not seen The Sopranos.
Spoiler alert, Fredo
betrays
was
Michael.
killed.
Yeah.
And is sleeping with the fishes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's the term of, killing
gangsta talk.
Yeah.
The Tommy
like
guns.
Sleeping with the fishes.
Yeah.
Big Puss who's a character, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He was wearing a wire. Oh, spoiler alert.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's an old show. It's up to me at this point to get around to it.
You can figure it out.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
I apologize.
I know it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart.
Can we talk about that for a second?
There's a little Adam Sandler in there.
Can you do that again?
Just the same quote, or go on full Sandler?
Fredo, you broke my heart.
I know it was you, Fredo. You broke my heart.
Do you think Fredo? Okay, let's be honest. Fredo was wasn't smart. He when he had his crash out, he goes, "I'm smart." Right? That's good Fredo.
Yeah.
All-time forehead.
All-time forehead. Him and Peyton Manning. But he was like, I got passed over. I'm smart. But did he really? He did say to Michael, they told me there was something in it for me. Which reminds me of the Frosty the Snowman, the guy with the magic hat. Ooh, for me. I don't know why. But that makes it worse for Fredo. That didn't help him. Fredo trying to say to Michael, hey, I did something for me. They told me something was in it for me.
BU guy, Fredo.
Really?
John Cazale from Revere, Mass.
Really?
Went to Boston University. Studied drama.
Good for him.
Well, he liked his cocktail waitresses. And Mo Green.
Oh, what is that, a crime, Joe?
Well, no, just Mo Green. Mo Green wasn't happy about that. And he put Fredo in line. And then Michael said, you put my little brother in line? And it's kind of funny because, I guess Fredo did help the enemy. Johnny O. He said he never knew Johnny O and never knew those guys.
Why do you think Michael?
Because Roth was the there was. I'm just saying, they used Fredo because he was stupid.
Exactly.
But why did Michael have to kill him? Like, was he after it was all said and done, right? Think about it.
Yep.
It's all said and done. His mom dies. They hug it out. Says the Hail Marys. Catches the fish. All that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Did they really have to kill Fredo?
I think it's the morale of it all. This is an Italian family we're talking about.
Just so you know, part 3 is all about the regret of killing Fredo. This is why I think I'm thinking about it, because I watched part 3. I watched part 3, Coda. He was stupid, but he wasn't going to do anything to hurt the family anymore, but maybe that's why he did it, so he couldn't hurt the family.
Exactly. And this is a mob boss we're talking about. We're supposed to see Michael dissolve throughout the film.
Isn't the story about he's always trying to protect his family, but at the same time he was killing his family?
Yeah. He's the last one standing by part 3.
And his wife was a killer too?
Mm-hmm. Don't get in the car.
Well, that was a different wife.
Oh, yes, yeah.
No, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. Never mind. Spider-Man. How was it?
It was great. I had a blast.
Who is Spider-Man now?
Tom Holland is playing Spider-Man right now.
I've heard it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
It really was.
This is his 4th movie. This is the most any Spider-Man actor has done films. Tobey Maguire had 3. Andrew Garfield had 2. Tom Holland has now done 4.
So I've never watched a Tom Holland Spider-Man.
No?
It's not because I don't want to. I guess I don't know where to start. Who's the bad guy in the first one?
Michael Keaton plays the Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming as the first Tom Holland Spider-Man
He's
movie.
very good.
And he's
too.
great.
Yeah, he plays like his love interest father too, which is kind of part of the twist. And
I
he's
did
the
not
bad
know that.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Laura Harrier also plays his first love interest before Zendaya. Big fan.
And then the second one?
The second one, Jake Gyllenhaal plays Mysterio.
Not a Gyllenhaal guy, Joe.
No, you know why? Because I just watched that new Roadhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not his fault.
Conor McGregor was in it and he sucked.
See, I like Gyllenhaal. I think he's good.
I liked him in Southpaw.
Nightcrawler was great.
Great.
You know what his best movie was? Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko's pretty good, too.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
I'm glad you appreciate that movie.
I watched it years ago.
Because he had like a...
Him and his sister are both
the bunny,
in that, right?
The bunny in the costume.
But like, just like A Beautiful Mind, he saw people.
Mm-hmm.
He saw
A Beautiful Mind. Look at you, Joe.
Well, I mean, come on. I know a little something here.
Yeah.
Well, you don't think I'm intelligent? I didn't barely went to college, so I guess I'm not. So I impressed you that I watched A Beautiful Mind?
Yeah, the film A Beautiful Mind.
Have you ever seen The Sixth Sense?
No, but I know the plot twist.
Good movie.
I like Shyamalan.
No, A Beautiful Mind was actually based off a true story.
Yeah.
He had friends in his head.
Mm-hmm.
Donnie Darko also had a bunny in his head. An evil bunny. Evil Rocky?
Evil Rocky, evil bunny.
Evil Donnie?
Evil Donnie.
So that was, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yep.
And then part 3?
Part 3 is, so this is where it gets complicated. So Toby had villains. Willem Dafoe is the Green Goblin.
I love the Green Goblin. Willem Dafoe himself looks like a character.
Alfred Molina plays Dr. Octopus. We also have Thomas.
Okay, yeah. That was the one who played it before, right?
These are all bringing back the actors. They brought all the villains back. There are no original villains in this one.
In on that.
Thomas Hayden Church plays the Sandman. Jamie Foxx plays Electro.
Okay.
I forget who.
Whoa, Jamie Foxx?
Yep.
Django?
Yeah.
Wanda from In Living Color? Yeah, you never know.
Can't confirm that.
Okay.
I forget who plays the lizard.
Steamin' Willie Beeman is Jamie Foxx.
All right.
Do you ever see that? Wait, what was the name of that movie? Any Given Sunday. You ever saw that? Movie. Sports movie. Al Pacino is the head coach.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me that ain't full circle right there.
We're going to win. Yeah. Say something like that.
Yes. Actually, yes. You live life an inch at a time or a yard at a time. What was that? I forget what it was. You know the quotes, guys. It's funny is you could probably match up Al Pacino in that movie with Vin Diesel in Fast and the Furious.
Family.
Because one lives his life a quarter mile at a time, while the other lives an inch at a time. I don't know, something to that degree. So all the guys came back in 3.
Yep, and also Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield came back.
As Spider-Man?
Yeah, so we had 3 Spider-Men in the last Spider-Man movie.
Were they all staring at each other?
Yeah, they actually all pointed at each other in one scene. Yeah, they recreated it.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was probably the best film up until we got this new one.
Who's the villain in this one?
The villain is...
You can't get it spoil.
Yeah,
all right,
it gets into spoilers.
Don't spoil it. So what'd you eat at the movie theater?
So I always get a large popcorn to share with my girlfriend because I usually go with my girlfriend. And then a soda, Barks root beer, and I
love a Barks.
Stop at Dollar Tree before, get a pack of Twizzlers.
Do you ever use the Twizzlers as a straw?
No.
All right, so take a Twizzler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bite off one end, bite off the other. Can suck right through
it. Suck in my drink?
Yeah, put it in your drink and you can use it as a straw.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Well, you didn't know it.
Yeah.
So now you don't know if you'd like it or not.
I guess I could try it.
Yeah, go ahead. So a Barks root beer.
Yep.
What about like a mug root beer? Do you like mug?
I was raised on mug, but I like Barks more. If there's a Barks and a mug in front of me, I'll drink the Barks. But if there's only mug, I will drink the mug.
Is that the only soda you like?
I used to drink like 1 Pepsi a day.
Pepsi.
I used to love Pepsi.
Sucks.
And then I gave up Pepsi, and I rarely drink Pepsi anymore.
What about A&W root beer?
That's like bottom of the barrel. That's like if there's nothing else around.
So if you had a 3-tier root beer,
yep,
it'd be Barks, mug, A&W.
Yeah. And there's also the IBC. IBC probably goes above A&W.
I love IBC.
Yeah.
Comes in a bottle.
Yeah, something about the bottle, too.
Get it at any barbecue joint is an IBC.
Yeah.
Because I consider that... You've had Stewart's or Dad's?
No, I've actually never heard of those.
Dad's root beer is like vintage. I had a weird one once in New Orleans called Abita.
Abita?
A-B-I-T-A.
Oh.
It was like herbal. Don't ask.
Joe, did you know that Spider-Man had the biggest box office in history this past weekend?
Bigger than Jurassic Park in 94?
Biggest opening weekend of all time, I believe.
Of all time.
Yeah.
The movies are kind of back.
This was the hottest weekend of the box office in theatrical history.
Where did you see this movie? What town?
Hanover.
So like that Hanover Mall there?
Yeah, that showcase. Hanover Crossing.
Starland still there?
That is down the street. That area is like Ryan's, where I work on the weekends. Showcase, 110 Grill.
Okay, I know where that is. Beetle lives out there. Okay, I know where that is.
Yep.
And you went there.
Yes.
And it was packed.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was... Did you pick your seat in the movie theater?
Yeah.
Did you have someone next to you?
Yep. I had my girlfriend to my left and then...
A rando.
A rando to my right.
Were they talking to you?
No.
Take up your space.
How was the crowd? I feel like sometimes those Marvel movies you can get kind of an interactive crowd.
The crowd clapped when the movie started. So that's a pretty good sign. But throughout the movie, they were all right. I mean, they clapped at a reveal of a plot point, and that was about it.
So there was clapping at the movies?
The movie was starting.
Out.
And people go...
Out.
They start clapping.
Out.
They're excited.
If I'm on an airplane and I land and people start clapping, I am out. Out. So they were interrupting and clapping during movies? Were people laughing out loud and stuff too?
I mean, yeah. I was probably one of those.
I'm out. You enjoyed it though?
Yes, I enjoyed it. Yeah.
What would be the candy that you would have ate?
Twizzlers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What about Sour Patch watermelons?
My girlfriend loves those. I've never had one.
Mm. I love them. Oh, my God. You've never had one?
No.
Mm. Have you ever met Dennis Knudsen before?
No.
Do you know that is Dennis behind you? He lives. He lives near you.
Really?
Yep, he lives near you. His son is Tyler. He's one of an engineer here. They live in where's Dennis live now? What town is that he's out there?
Halifax.
Halifax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Halifax?
My uncle lives over there.
Yeah. Dennis, this is our intern, Derek. He saluted you.
Thank you.
I don't know why you're here tonight, Dennis. If you'd like to join the show, you're more than welcome to.
I would. I love joining. The other part of my voice, though, I've got a little bit of thing going on. So
it's cool. Your hair looks short.
I just got a haircut.
Nice, looks good.
Thanks, buddy.
This is Derek. He's
What's up, Derek?
Student at BU.
Welcome.
He lives in Hanson, Mass.
Yeah, he's next to me.
He went to Whitman Hanson.
Yes, I did.
And he's a Boston University student.
Oh, congratulations, man. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
He's too smart for us.
No.
He wants to do this, but he's just way advanced.
He should work in engineering. Everybody thinks people in engineering are smart.
Yes. Is there anything you don't eat, Dennis? Like, is there something that you just won't eat at all?
I'm not a big steak guy. And lobster. I used to eat lobster a lot when I was a kid, not anymore so much.
Will you tell Dennis what your everyday meals are?
My diet mostly consists of chicken fingers, French fries, pizza.
Stop.
All right.
Stop.
He's never had an apple before.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
You've never had an apple?
Nope.
Blasphemy.
He's like 150 pounds.
So my
How much
daughter.
do you weigh?
175.
Wow.
Somewhere around there.
He's never ate anything healthy in his life.
It'll catch up to you.
I know it will.
It will. It legit will.
And what's your favorite pizza spot out there, Dennis?
You know what? Anywhere in the country?
No, just out there in like Halifax.
In our area.
Halifax?
Or Hanson.
I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of like that Greek style stuff that I'm not. Look, some people like it. My wife loves it. I'm not a huge fan. I'd probably say Mamma Mia.
Yeah, Mamma Mia's? Yeah, solid.
Plymouth. Yeah. Kingston. I think they're in Kingston, actually, right? Either Kingston or Plymouth.
Kingston, Hanover, Plymouth. Those are the three locations, I believe.
Pizza. They get a good pie.
Yeah.
I'm a Venus guy.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Bar pie, right?
Mm-hmm. And I like Paisanos in Kingston.
Okay. Yep.
You know they have catcher's mitts for chairs there?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Been to the bar there. It's a good time. Well, I wanted to introduce you guys because you never know. Someday you might need a guy who lives out near you.
Well, there you go.
Have you seen the new Spider-Man, Dennis?
No, but you know what? Tyler and I were talking the other night, and we gotta go. I'm excited to go see it.
He was giving a preview.
Oh, nice. Okay, I don't want to hear anything.
I didn't either. But I didn't know there was 4 beforehand, or 3 before tonight.
I think Tom Holland. He's looking to back out of it too, isn't he? Isn't he looking for the next guy up?
What I hear. What were you screaming? Your voice?
No, you know what? It's I had this cold thing, allergy thing last week at training camp when we started practice. We started the broadcast. I couldn't even speak, so it's getting better.
How's the boat?
I mean, how isn't the boat? The boat's great.
It's a beautiful day
I'm going to
today.
be going back there at about 3:00 in the morning when I'm done here. So.
And you'll just sleep there?
I'll just sleep there. Yeah.
Will you make breakfast on the boat?
Oh, hell yeah.
What will be for breakfast?
Probably 3. This is what I'll probably do tomorrow. I've got to run in the afternoon, so I'll do 3 scrambled eggs, 2 pieces of bacon, and then like 1 piece of wheat toast.
Oh, fantastic! On a boat?
On a boat, yeah.
Like in a
We
pan
got
or
propane stove and oven, the whole 9 yards.
Wow.
Yeah, you bring the house with you wherever you go.
And you're in Quincy.
Quincy, yeah, that's as far as I'm going to go with it.
I'm going to
That's
be in
where I'm
Quincy tomorrow for an event.
Really?
With 98.5 The Sports.
What time? Where are you going?
Well, if you give me a second, I can look it up. But it will be in Quincy, and it's some sort of station thing that I have to do. That I technically do have to do it. Where is this place called? The Drifters in Quincy.
Drifters?
Never heard of it.
No.
Well, I'll be there.
Where is it in Quincy?
I don't know.
Okay.
Might Google it now.
Well, text me if I'm still there. Come down the boat. We'll have a couple of dock tales.
Dock tales. Woo! All right, Dennis.
So I got one for you.
Okay.
In about 29 minutes and 28 minutes and 20 seconds, when you guys are done, I have a great idea. I'm going to knock 6 radio stations off the air for about 25 minutes.
This one.
This one and the rest of them up and down the hallway. Yep.
Last night, we had the EAS test last night.
Oh, really?
Yes, guys had to wait last night.
Yeah, we got to update some stuff tonight, so I want to do it when you guys are done. I don't want to be here too late, but I have an idea. Let's keep people listening.
Really?
Whoever comes to you on the 9 o'clock hour tomorrow night and tells us what time we came back on the air with Fox Sports can win a pat on the back.
I feel like it's the Godfather when he says to him, whoever comes to you to set up the meeting is the traitor.
Yeah.
And it was Tessio in the long run. Spoiler alert. Yeah. Whoever comes to me tomorrow night at 9 o'clock and asks me what's on, that's what I'm.
They're gonna tell you, oh, you guys were back on at 11:22.
Okay.
And they're gonna get to have a special guest spot on the Joe Show.
You said you're not in the steak. Would you ever eat at a naked steakhouse?
A naked steakhouse?
Yes.
Interesting question. So, as in nobody has clothes on?
The waitstaff does.
The waitstaff does. You know what? You only live once, man. What the hell, right?
All right, let it all hang out, baby.
Why not? Who cares? Who cares? People live their life like that, man. I'll try anything.
Did you see
not anything, but.
Did you see the video of Tom Brady on his yacht by himself?
No.
Well, there was a video going viral this weekend of Brady by himself on a yacht, and the headline was, "This is so sad. Tom Brady divorced on a boat by himself." Like, aren't you happy when you're on the boat by yourself?
I was just going to say, don't knock it. Whoever wrote that story has no idea what they're talking about. None. Zero.
Dennis Knutson, everybody. Thank you, sir.
Joe,
yes.
It's great to see you.
Good to see you.
And intern.
Derek Olson.
What I was just going to say from Hanson is good to meet you, man.
Good job.
It's sophomore in college. Looks like he's in like 6th grade.
I'm going into my junior year of college.
Oh, my God. All right. Well.
Thank you, Dennis Knutson.
All right. Another 27 minutes, and you guys will have nothing to listen to for 20 minutes.
That's great. I'm looking forward to that. Hey, Skaz, I know that we got a lot of turnover back there. Something happened at a movie theater that I think we should play for people.
I can't think of any more fitting way to end the show tonight.
So, of course, at a movie theater, a couple of things you don't want to do. You don't want to...
You don't want to clap, apparently, according to you.
No clapping. But I also feel like flatulence shouldn't be allowed. Like, if you got to let one rip, you really going to do a silent but deadly? I mean, I think crop dusting's horrible sometimes. Now, and when you're at a sporting event, it's no holds barred. But at a movie theater? Well, the story is this. I'll pull it up here.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no audio of the actual fart. We have audio of the evacuation, but not of the actual fart.
Someone clipped the fart.
Well, not even the spidey senses could have prevented the odoriferous attack at a movie theater. A Spider-Man screening in Colombia was evacuated after one of the audience members suffered from an extreme fart attack.
I'm sorry?
A fart attack.
Suffered.
The gas leak occurred on August 2nd.
Gas leak?
The gas leak.
On Spider-Man, brand new day at the Cine Columbia Multiplex inside the Plaza Baca Grande. The theater goers proverbial pumpkin bomb filled with the darkened auditorium with a horrible odor.
Who is writing this article?
I love this writer, whoever it is.
Prompting audience members to flee their seats in disgust. Hundreds of film fans were reportedly evacuated into the hallway. Footage shows the aghast film fans milling about in the corridor alongside someone dressed in a Spider-Man suit. While the screening was not officially canceled, droves of viewers decided to leave before the end of the credits on account of the stench. As of yet, the culprit has not been identified, although reports claim they either detonated the stink bomb as a prank or didn't make it to the bathroom in time. Many viewers ripped their film goers for cutting the cheese during a screening. There's no respect anymore, quote. But I don't think anyone is so rotten as to evacuate an entire auditorium, said one person. Another wrote, to ruin a whole cinema like that, only God knows what that person ate. Others labeled the anonymous windbreaker the film's real villain. The movie itself, on the other hand, is fortunately not such a stinker, according to critics. Spider-Man Brand New Day starring Tom Holland is the fourth outing as the friendly neighborhood web slinger was voted certified fresh by 90% of the critics on Rotten Tomato. Post-movie critics out there basically say Tobey Maguire's franchise of the 2000s, which he called the gold standard of Spider movies, but Marvel is the gold standard as well. The Hall was the second most successful opening weekend of any domestical and global. So second most, according to the New York Post, guys. It was not a stinker.
Yeah.
I would say, if anything, that article raises more questions than answers. The detonation, the leakage.
Odoriferous.
Also, the fleeing. You can't be the guy in the Spider-Man outfit that flees. You can't be that guy. You gotta hold it down if you're in the outfit.
Okay, when I was a kid, right, we used to have stink bombs.
Oh yeah.
Like, remember the little oil that came in a little.
I used to throw them in outhouses all the time.
Oh, yeah. And
especially on the job site.
And I went to Catholic school. So,
oh yeah.
Lunchtime.
Of course.
And it would evacuate the place.
Potent. Those things were potent.
But do they still sell those?
Got to.
It's become fart spray now. Like, there's a spray bottle where they spray it. I think this could be at play in the story.
Oh, you think there's a fart spray?
I think there is a fart spray prank at play.
I've never experienced a fart spray.
Well, I saw one video on TikTok of a woman in a drive-thru, and the person has the window closed, and they are going to get the food, and they spray the spray. They open the window, and they can't. They say, "I can't even serve you. You have to leave. Have a good night."
Some people are wondering, Joe, if this was the same movie theater where there was a gentleman selling chili, perhaps.
Oh, yes. We didn't get to. Yeah, Derek was here.
I was here that night.
Yes.
So, I mean, maybe there's a tie-in here of chili sales to fart ratio. I have to imagine there's some correlation there.
I'm telling you, so I told you when my first production job was I was a producer for Steve Sweeney. He's a local comedian. He's been around forever. But the one thing about comedians is they can start with something and then wrap around, like go this whole other way and then bring it all the way back around.
Yep.
Somehow, Skaz, this came all the way back to the guy at the chili with the crock pot. Somehow, some way it did.
I mean, farts bring everything back around, Joe.
Told you, there's nothing more serious about life than poop and fart. And being naked at a... let's take a call. Justin's in Peabody. Hi, Justin.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Love listening to you guys late night. Joe, I was just curious about your thoughts on SummerSlam this past weekend and what you thought about the two main events. And then do you think Cody is going to go full-blown heel going forward? Thank you.
No, I think he's going to go against Randy Orton again. And I don't know when he'll go heel. Do you think he'll ever go heel?
I don't think so. I think he's the baby face of the company.
My thing is, what's next for Roman?
I don't know.
If he fought someone in AAA, who would it be?
Which one's AAA?
It's the Lucha.
Oh yeah, the Lucha one.
How about Alberto Del Rio? What's he up to? Is he not in trouble? Is he still in trouble? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think WWE would ever bring him back.
Yeah, but Paige is back. I didn't think she'd come back either. Anyways.
What's Sin Cara up to these days?
Roman versus... Which one? There's two of them.
The bad one.
Yeah. All right, so you had a good experience at Spider-Man. Yes. How can I watch the other ones? Do you think they're on
Disney Plus?
All right. I have a super box anyways. What am I talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I can just watch anything I want. When I want, whenever I want, wherever I want. All right, Derek, good job. If there was a headline, it would have been brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Don't put off losing weight this summer. Reach your goal during the easiest season for weight loss. Awaken 180, the official weight loss program of summer. Derek Olson, that was your Bird does a lot of you haven't met Bird.
No.
Bird does a lot of movie reviews.
Yeah.
He must be listening. Told me he watched the entire Spider-Man on Twitter but still wants to go to the movie theater and see it.
Yeah.
I watched have you seen Odyssey yet? We talked about this?
Yep.
So I got it for free on Twitter, and then it canceled out.
Really?
But I saw when Matt Damon was tied against the pole.
The siren scene.
Yeah, and then it just...
Oh.
That's all I got. I was into it.
You got pretty far in then.
Yeah, I got it.
You made it to the siren scene.
Yeah, I made it. Well, I liked it. It was long.
Oh, yeah.
But I liked it. So now I want to see more.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch the Godfather series instead, which is very long, right? What's that, 9 hours?
Probably.
So I think I can do the 3. All right, there's your Spider-Man update, everybody. Spider-Pig. Spider-Pig. No, Spider-Man.
There's a Spider-Ham, who is a pig.
Spider-Ham?
Yeah.
Spider-Pig. Spider-Pig does whatever a Spider-Pig does. We got to go to break. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. I don't want to eat your meat.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 Joe.
Just keeps getting better.
Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
And I know that there's some people listening like, I don't care. I'll pull it out or whatever.
Excuse me.
Or dump it out. While I'm eating my meat, I don't want to see my own meat, and I don't want to see yours either. I don't want to eat your meat. Your meat. We got to go in a minute. Why is it when you're here, Derek, the show goes off
goes off the rails? It's the energy I bring, I think.
The aura?
The aura.
What was that, Kevin? Do we have it? Kevin Pumfret? He gave us a bunch of shirts that said aura. He had the aura, he said.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, Ben, would you go to a naked steakhouse?
If they had some beef.
Thank you.
That's it?
Joey wanted to ask.
That is it?
Shirt.
Thought it was great to just leave on that note, don't you? This hour of the Sports Hub was brought to you by somebody. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off your next drive-thru oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. The official oil change of busy people. Well, the Red Sox won 14-2. Not much going on right now. Red Sox camp for the Pats.
Yeah.
Nothing. All right, Derek. Good job tonight.
Thank you.
We're doing Songs of the Summer soon?
Yep.
All right. We're going to get Street Team Joe tomorrow night. And we have wrestler Brian